Hey, Frank, you can add to it now. Ben's not dancing or nothing, but his shirt is equally as loud as the music.
Oh boy.
Hey, good job, Frank. You made an intro.
What did I walk in on?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Franklin.
It's me.
It's me, Mario.
It's me,
Bye-bye.
I'm Wario.
Bye-bye.
No.
You know, some people say it Mario.
Yeah, they're called wrong.
No,
Super
don't you
Mario
know
Brothers.
it's spelled Maryo.
Right. Hey, you know, he's an Italian that was made by some Asians, and he looks Mexican.
And he's voiced by a Canadian.
What?
Oh, French Canadian? I don't know. It's me, Mario.
Bye-bye.
So, before we begin our rounds, what's everybody got to drink today?
What's everybody drinking on?
I figured at the beginning of the show we could do a soda talk, you know?
With Ian, Benjamin, and me. So, Benjamin, you're the guest. You go first.
Yeah, go ahead,
Well,
man.
at the moment, I'm drinking the 1893 from the makers of Pepsi Cola, the original cola, a bold spin on an original cola, fair trade certified sugar. This and some of the other products are Pepsi's attempt. They're modeling it after the alcoholic market, like I believe so. That's what I'd heard. This one and the ginger soda and what are the other ones in that line?
Isn't there a coffee one?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But like, they're going after the I guess like the Four Loko kind of model, the skinnier tube. I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying like alcohol, like because it's made to be mixed, like how what was it? Mountain Dew, not Throwback, the other one that we like.
Dew Shine.
Shine, yeah, that's the one that's meant to be mixed with stuff.
Well, no, well that one, and I think was it on this one too? I thought I saw a non-alcoholic label because I'd read that's why they'd started this model. Was it supposed to try and appeal to the bar market under certain? So that's what I'm drinking right now, and then I've got a voltage. So
voltage.
Did you try that blue Mountain Dew, the Game Fuel? Because I was saying that tastes like a mixture of voltage and Baja Blast.
No, I'm trying to cut down on soda actually, but that's what was in the fridge, so that's what I'm drinking. So I saw last time I was at the store, I saw they had that yellow Mountain Dew that's tropical. I was like, oh, never mind. I was like, I don't like tropical flavors in my drinks. Like that. Remember that White Label freak?
Yeah, I still have that.
Hey, I like the White Label, but well, I guess you'll not like one of my drinks then because I'm going to try this today.
Which one's that? Pineapple?
That's the tropical Mountain
Dew.
Dew.
Yeah, I did get. They do have a Fanta pineapple. That's new as well.
Actually I've had that. Where did me and my wife actually had that somewhere else? I think it was our last family vacation we went to. They had that.
But yeah, Frank, this is I think this might be where I saw it. Pepsi's new 1893 soda further blurs booze soda marketing.
Booze soda.
Because the debut spot stars some of the year amid a backdrop of wine barrels. So.
I also got this. This is a limited edition. This is Limeade Red Bull.
Ugh.
Oh, you don't like lime?
Limeade is one of those things. It can be all right, or it could be a horrible, horrible mistake, depending on.
Usually for me, it's I got nothing else to fucking drink. I guess I'll drink this. I don't want to go to the store right now.
Dude, I was all over that. What was it, like 2011 or something? I think it came out for a limited time. It was pretty much like a limeade tasting Mountain Dew. It was like a green game fuel.
I
was all about that. Lime Mountain Dew for a while. I could have sworn, or maybe I was thinking maybe that might have been something else, like a Dr. Pepper lime.
Well, you're talking about the. Well, they do like lime. The lime cola is like the lime Coke and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, lime Coke. That was actually
lime Pepsi.
It was better than the coffee Coke.
Put the lime in the coconut and drink both up.
Frank,
so, is that what you've got tonight, Ian? Is that all you got?
Well, I just finished the Red Bull. I had to get that because I was running on fumes, man. I was up since yesterday afternoon.
Why?
I just had to get a lot done today. I was cleaning up the apartment, working more on my 3D printer. Had to hang out with my parents. So, I was drinking. What do you got?
I'm finishing up this Mountain Dew spiked lemonade I got from Taco Bell with my dinner. And for when I finished that, I got some ice with my old ass Baja Blast from a can. So yeah. Keep me going until when the drink runs out, the show should be fucking over.
Yeah. Now, did you try? Is that like a spiked pink lemonade or red lemonade or something? Because I know there's like a red spiked or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's raspberry lemonade. I like that one. It comes in a can. It's just they have this at Taco Bell, so I said, I'll get this one because I like Baja Blast, but I like Sangria Blast better, but they stopped selling it. So
yeah, I was gonna say, is that like the closest you think the raspberry thing to the Sangria Blast? Probably
no. It's like raspberry lemonade, but Dew. So it's good stuff, though.
Yeah, I wish they would bring that back, man.
Yeah. If I'd only known. Okay. So, anyway.
What y'all been up to?
Guest?
What?
Benjamin? What have you been up to?
Oh, this and that, trying to figure out business plans and ventures, considering online arbitrage. How about you?
Online what?
Where you find something on one market and you sell it somewhere else and you get a profit. Like you buy stuff on sale and then go and sell it on Amazon.
I know a dude who did that. He used to go to the clearance aisle and buy all kinds of crap and then send it to the Amazon store.
Well, I mean, Nate's a flipper, right? He does that kind of stuff.
Nate's a hustler. Well, hustler, baby.
Well, what are you trying to hustle? I wasn't paying attention.
Whatever will pay the bills, basically. I don't know. Just looking into doing some online arbitrage. How do you say that?
Sabotage.
It's sabotage. Anyway.
Saboteur.
Just looking into things like been reading up about Amazon, about fulfilled by Amazon and their other things.
Sorry.
No, you're not, Frank. Wow! That's a different song.
Our backs are now against the wall.
Have you seen? There's a YouTube video of a collage of people at karaoke who just can't do the wah in that one song.
No, Down with the Sickness, isn't that what it was?
Yeah. And it's like they just show people failing it so bad. It's like no one knows exactly how to do it. It's like, well, that guy set himself up. It's like our most popular song. Nobody's gonna know how to do this. I don't know.
Now, I was wondering about Disturbed. Like, are they like Christian or something? Because they talk a lot about God, but they have like a pentagram in their album art or whatever.
Well, remember when ICP like came out as like Christian and said they were
They're like,
their
yeah, we're
or
Christian
something?
and shit.
And they're like, wait, what?
We've always been that way. You just didn't pay attention. We're like, no, you're psychopathic ninjas. You're talking about cutting people up with hatchets and shit. Your logo is a little man running around with a hatchet and dreads. I don't.
Yeah, you had a song about like your mama had sex on a Ouija board and you were born the next day or something. I don't know.
Yeah, but they were talking about Jesus, man.
Then they're like, I believe in miracles.
Yeah,
they talk about
like
magnets and shit.
Stuff.
Did you see that parody that it's like blankets? How do they work?
I mean, yeah, that was Mary on a Ouija board.
A Mario Ouija board?
Oh, Mario.
No, Mary Magdalene.
It's a me, Mario. So yeah, you've been doing some hustling, huh, Ben?
Well, I've been looking into
hustling.
I was looking into registering an LLC, but it's like you go to websites, they're like, oh, all you have to pay is the state fees. And then you're like, all right, cool, I'll just sign up for that. And then they're like, oh, but then we're also going to send you this thing for an exclusive, $50, okay? And we're going to this other thing for an exclusive $99, and then this other thing. And it's like, no, I don't want any of that stuff. Oh, but you might need it, because And it's like, what? And then they're like, so if you get this package for like $300, or that's the starting package, and it's like, wait, I thought your thing was about not only paying the state fees. How's this? You know what I mean?
Large liability company.
Yeah, well, they're like, oh, you can do all this stuff. You can do it for free and just pay the state fees yourself, but you might mess it up. So you want to do this, and you don't want to contact the IRS to get a tax number. You might give them the wrong thing and have to get audited. What? You know what I mean? So for the small inconvenience of $500, you could start your own company. It's like, thanks, Mr. Middleman, inserting himself into, what I'm trying to do here.
Middleman inserting himself into, this sounds like a porno.
No, you mean a menage a trois?
Excuse me. Oh. Okay, so what's Ian been up to?
Oh, I don't know. Didn't you already have something like that already, though, I was going to ask?
What? No,
like for your business, you had like a business name or something?
Well, I had just a vendor's license for when I went to conventions, but that was a little bit different from an LLC because it wasn't the it wasn't the official out and out registered company and stuff. And it's like, if you get an LLC, you can get a vendor's license, but like with that's a hassle because they expect you to file even if you don't make any money and all this stuff. But it's like for an LLC, there's a lot. They don't do annual filings and stuff if you don't make any money, so it's very easy to just keep one open. It's like, well then, but then if you sell products, then you might need a vendor's license. Like I don't know specifically all the fun about sales tax in this. It's like I know if you want to sell stuff in the state, you would need one, but I don't know. You know what I mean, Franklin?
Huh?
What? I wasn't listening to you yet.
Yeah, I got hiccups.
Frank, okay. I was gonna ask too. Are you and this was a serious question. I'm not making fun. Did you ever get like a vendor's license or anything for your pinstriping?
No.
Didn't you sell it any of that stuff? I thought you said you did.
No, he donated it to charity drives.
I sold it at auction for charity. I personally have not made any money. The thing is, I'm not gonna fuck with any of that shit until I get on a big enough thing where it would matter. But nothing I do would be, nah, son, nah. Nothing I do would be big enough to warrant paying more. Let me pay more money to make money. No, son, nah. I don't make that kind of money, son.
Well, I mean, you'd like to make some kind of side money, wouldn't you? Like with your those streams or something, if you get something going.
Yeah. But I don't make enough to have to do that.
No, not yet.
Not okay. So I'm gonna pay money in hopes that I'll make. That's stupid.
Well, I was sort of just talking in general, like with the YouTube stuff.
No, I know. I've read all those things where it's like to, they like, oh, you gotta get copyright and then patent, and then you're the guy in charge of your what is it they say? You gotta be your own distributor and your own. That's too much fucking work. I'm not. I don't have one thing I'm doing. Like, you know, there's those people who are like artists that, you know, like they make music and they're like, before you upload a bunch of shit to SoundCloud, you have to pay this and then you're your own whatever, and then no one can take your money. And I'm like, nah, I don't have that much. No. I just dick around. I don't. It's like my YouTube money. What? Maybe a penny? I don't think I need to. I don't want to pay $50 so I can have that penny.
You owe YouTube money.
Right. Probably. But anyway.
Well, what have you been up to, Frank?
Oh, mostly working. We're going to be going. We've been on voluntary overtime for a while at my job, so we're going to be going to mandatory overtime shortly. And in my free time, I'm either going to be sleeping or playing video games.
Video games. Huh?
Video games, yes, with a Y. There's a Y in there. But yeah, Wolfenstein, shit like that.
Cool.
What you got there, Ian?
Well, I was gonna talk about that for my part. We're still on you, so keep going.
Oh, and I'm done, Ian.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask, are you you're pretty much over all your gout stuff at least for this? Was it like once every month or something?
No, it's every month, every couple of months. I really haven't. The last couple of times I had a flare up with the worst I've had for a while. It's kind of, it hasn't bothered me until recently. So,
well, that's good. I'm glad, man. I see you have to suffer, man.
Right. Past year, I think I had maybe 6 real bad attacks, and then this past week I had 2 back to fucking back. I'm like, Jesus. Went for every couple of months to right the fuck now.
Right.
But yeah. What has Ian been up to?
Well, I was also going to ask, are you what's your since we're talking about overtime and extra money and all that stuff, like for real, what's your plans? I know you were thinking about getting a GPU or something. Was that supposed to be like Christmas money or Black Friday money or?
No, I don't get no money until Christmas time, son.
Oh, you don't do anything for Black Friday?
No.
You don't get into all that shit.
I don't buy into it because, see, here's the thing. If you're like me and you sit and stare at Amazon and Newegg daily and follow the prices of the shit, you'll see that they inflate the fuck out of the prices to bump them down just a little bit. And everyone goes, well, it's a sale, it's a deal. And then they buy them at this inflated, stupid prices. And then the shit tapers off and goes back to the fucking good prices. And that's when I come in and buy the shit. I'm not going to buy anything during Black Friday or probably not even during the holidays anymore. Because like I had several GPUs in my cart on Amazon, and one was $390, and the next day it was bumped $100 just cause. It's the same one. This is like the last year's model. This is the 580 or whatever, and not even Vega, and the price on it's $400, $500. Well, that's fucking Vega prices. Why would I pay that? They bump it up 200% to drop it down 25%. So no, I don't. Plus, I don't. Any cash I get for Christmas, I squirrel away, and
squirrel.
Yes, squirrel, and pretend like I don't have until I find something that I go, I got to get it for that price. That's stupid. My monitors, I bought them on eBay. This one, I was so worried it was going to be a piece of shit because I was like, oh, I didn't see it out of the box. I just saw a box. Shit, it could have a hole in the middle of it. And to be honest, the display port doesn't work, but I can't use dual display ports on this GPU anyway. So, but yeah, I'm gonna wait until I see something stupid cheap that I go, I gotta get that.
So forgive me, I'm still kind of confused. Like, so you're gonna wait a little bit longer for Vega or something?
Well, I don't know if you saw my message. Their
Yeah, I did
aftermarket
see
cards
that.
finally coming out because there's been one leaked that's not even out yet. But now Power Color is saying they're going to come out with the Red Devil and Red Dragon versions. And I'm going to kind of wait and see how those go. Because I was tempted to get the water version for right before, like when a couple weeks ago I saw that there was the Newegg eBay store was selling the water cooled RX 64 for $630.
Right.
And now it's like 700 at least. I'm probably just gonna wait until I can either get a an aftermarket cooler version for stupid cheap, or a 580 that's going so cheap that I'd be dumb to pass that up.
Yeah.
Like your open box 480 you got that was like, well, duh, I gotta get that. Shit, give me two of them.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you could help me. I what was that thing though you were talking about? Because it did sound like those were actually some good deals. You gave me a link last week on the show or after the show or whatever to a bunch of like Newegg deals or something like that.
I have slick deals on my phone. My wife's cousin's husband actually hit me to it because he uses it, and there were a couple sales going on. I don't actually remember which ones I sent you. Let me look here.
Well, yeah,
go ahead.
I need to find for a good price because I got about $300 to $350 that that's burning a hole in my pocket for this monitor. But I'm going back and forth because I need to get a bunch of cables to determine my whole monitor setup, because then I'll have like 4 monitors, and I'll have to. I want the shit to be cable managed, so I got to figure out all the lengths of the cables and stuff I need to route through my desk and all that stuff. It's like it's a lot of homework, man.
So you want a 34-inch ultra wide? Is that what you're wanting?
Yeah, I'm going for the 34-inch IPS LG monitor. Okay. They had about, the last I checked on Amazon, it was like 300 exactly. I think it was like some kind of refurbished, like perfect condition or something, but it was refurbished,
I think my big one, I got it off of eBay, but it was, I think it was a refurb from Canada, no less.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, Frank, have you heard
what?
Oh, have you heard about the alternative to Twitter and a couple other social networks called Mastodon?
Yeah, that's old.
Oh, but it's getting popular again because people are like, "Dang you, Twitter! You're nothing but white supremacists."
Guys. No,
apparently because there's lots of apps for it, and apparently I found one that basically makes it look like Twitter. Plus, you can.
Oh yeah, girl, that app.
Well, it lets you get to like various, like you can host your own instance of it on your own site, and you can have friends on different instances and see them all from the same thing, and have different rules on each instance about what they talk about and stuff. So, I thought I'd drop that there. I mean, it's one of those things where like people kind of like it, and people are kind of mad at Twitter. So,
Yeah.
It's like you never know. It could end up being like remember Ello, that was supposed to be the new thing, and everybody got on it, and nobody did anything with it. So
I didn't do it for an article, but did you hear about how YouTube was calling out Nintendo for pretty much like getting on everybody about about monetization with their videos?
Oh yeah, because people are doing videos bitching about it.
Yes. So the head of the gaming department or whatever of YouTube was talking about it.
Don't know.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, Nintendo. Sorry for that advertising.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry, you're the only people that think that, you should get paid for other people's work on the channels. Every other company wants to get behind people advertising for free.
But if you guys want to know what I've been up to, I've been finally finished up on all my work for my 3D printer. I finished. This is like the top container that keeps all the heat inside of it, which you need it to be pretty hot for the plastic to adhere better to the printing bed. And
that's hot.
This was taking me a couple weeks because you see all these brackets and stuff. I pretty much made these brackets from plastic here, and so like there was no hardware that was included. I had to, because it was an open box, so I had to find and make my own pretty much. I had to drill the precise placement for the holes and stuff for all this stuff. So it was definitely like quite the engineering job to just do this.
Wow.
I had to go up to Lowe's and find specific nuts and bolts for it.
Well,
but it's finally done now,
man. It's all like a handmade job,
Yeah. I finished. I was meaning to. I had to cut down this stuff called build tack, which helps it adhere even better the 3D print to your build plate. But it was like a little bit large, so I had to like use a X-Acto knife to cut it to because I mean it doesn't matter if it's hanging off the edge, but I think it looks better if you just cut it to the edge of the build plate,
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, you need really good adhesion, both with the, like the build tack, which gets when the build plate, the plate that actually gets 3D printed on is it heats up on my 3D printer. Some 3D printers don't heat up, but mine does, and it makes the build tack get sticky. So it has better adhesion to the plate, because if not, then when it's 3D printing, a lot of times it'll, like the plastic will start to warp and deform and stuff as it's printing, so that ends up being like a huge mess a lot of times. There's like different ways that you can make your print bed sticky. A lot of people use like hairspray or like glue stick. They'll like draw over the whole print bed with the glue stick. Or some people use like actual blue tape that they tape, like find a way to stick on there with the sticky sides sticking up. They make like actual tape for it also you can buy.
Is that like blue tack? That's tape that's supposed to use for like adhesive putty for like hanging posters and stuff.
Or fun tack, depending on where you buy it.
But
right.
Well, I saw a YouTube channel where a guy said sculpting with blue tack, and he got it, and he tried to use it as a sculpting putty, but it was very rigid and didn't give, which kind of makes sense. And it was, I don't know, but I don't know. I was looking at when I was looking into forming an LLC, I was looking at this webpage of business ideas, which they have some. It's like you think there's some various obvious ideas like restaurant and stuff like that, but then like one of them was like, be a haunted location tour. It's like, wait, what? But I saw this. This was one of the top ones, at the beginning of the list, and I thought I should show this to Ian. How to start a 3D printing design business. I was like, that could be useful to Mr.
That sounds.
Ian. So,
thanks, man.
I mean, I don't know how useful it is. It might just be a very generic overview, but it looks like it's got, like contents, business overview, getting started, grow your business, legal considerations,
boner,
useful links.
Oh, I know about those legal considerations, especially like on Etsy and shit.
I know about them boner considerations.
No. Well, it's funny because like at the bottom of the page they got that business ideas list. So there's airport shuttle business and acupuncture clinic, adult coloring book company, But then there's like, yeah, like I said, there's like, haunted location tour and drive-in movie theater, dent removal service, custom treehouse business.
Custom treehouse.
I saw one. It was like, dog renting or something. I was
What was it? VCR repair or accounting.
Yeah.
Taxidermy.
Well, they have Etsy entrepreneur business on here. Yeah.
Color book.
Construction business. Gourmet
Hey,
shop.
I bet you Frank likes to pinstripe out the lines.
Ghost tour business.
Hey, Ian, was your monitor interest? Was it important to you that it have FreeSync or no?
I don't think I really care because I think the FreeSync was like way more expensive, wasn't it?
Well, if you're okay with doing refurbished, looks like the cheapest I can see is $269.
Indoor trampoline park, inflatable bounce house business.
What is it with the FreeSync?
No, that's with FreeSync.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now this is a slightly different model than I have. I have. I'll tell you which one here in a second. Where's the? I have my manual. Is the only way I remember. I have a copy of my manual, and that's the only thing that lets me remember what model this thing is. It's I have the U34UM67P. This is the 34UM61P.
Oh,
now, also another thing, if you buy an ultra wide, the flat versions versus the curved versions, you'll see now most of them are you can only get used or through some Amazon seller, because everyone wants the curve now. So LG is kind of backing away from making these things, I guess. For $298, you can get it shipped prime. New condition, it says.
Unfortunately, I do not have Prime.
Oh,
Frank does.
Well,
you should buy it for him.
Oh no. I get another monitor coming to my house. I'm hooking that bad boy up to my shit. Sorry, Ian.
No, that's okay, man. Yeah, if you get a chance, just message me some couple links. Also, what's the arm that you got? Was that pretty good?
Well, I have three. I have
it's a
single.
Number. Yes, it is.
I have a single arm over here. I have one that does dual screens, but it's not wide enough to do my ultra wide and this monitor with the correct orientation. So I have a vertical mount now. I like the Vivo brand mounts just because they're set up for actually the way that the VESA mount connects to the back of the monitor is a lot easier. The first one I have here that does two, it's a mounted exclamation point brand, and it's good. It's nice and sturdy. It's metal. The only thing is, at the top of it, the top of the mount is slotted, and then the bottom, I think I can't remember if it's the top or the bottom. One of them is slotted, and the other end is just screw holes, which is kind of good. Versus the Vivo ones. How the hell are theirs set up? Because I was actually. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I find one to show you a graphic.
I'm just wondering if you like the Vivo because you ever want to go Vivo Las Vegas.
No,
No, man.
No, Ben, that's not at all.
No.
In fact, that sounds like a horrible thing. Why would you even say such a thing?
But Vivo lost Vegas? No. Okay.
No. No, that's awful.
No, that's.
I don't think I've ever heard anything that bad in my life. That is.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's my job to make the dad jokes, and that was just a sad joke.
That's just a dud joke.
Oh.
Thanks for trying, though.
No, thanks for that. That's a weak ass joke, partner.
Well, the thing is I want, after I get this monitor, I'm gonna get that Helion monitor that we were talking about before, Frank.
Yeah. So
I want to have 2 independent arms so I can switch the positions and stuff if I need when I'm drawing on it or whatever. So, what's a good just single thing? Like, can't those arms that you got that are like, can't you like switch the orientation? Like, can't you like rotate them and shit?
Hold on, dog. I found a picture I got to use here. Let me move it to my correct monitor. No, go away. Okay. No, wait. Here we go. Application. Okay. Now see, whoop. Now see the that's not the picture I was looking at. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Here's an arm, and you see where the VESA mounts to the actual arm. There's a threaded, like a thumb screw.
VESA Las Vegas.
Shut up, man. You slide it onto the arm, and then you use the thumb screw to secure it. So you can have the VESA mount actually on the monitor at all times.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Hi, Frank.
Muy bien, E2.
Yes, it is a nice day.
So, anyway, Ian, yeah. I mean,
hey, Ben.
Hey, babe. Yes?
Come on. Let's go.
Oh.
She wants to go play, Ben.
Say goodnight, boys.
Yeah, it's date night.
Okay.
Oh,
that's cool. I mean, we figured he definitely wasn't going to stay for the whole show. We weren't sure.
Nope. No, he's not allowed
what
to.
he was going to do, but
she's going to give you a Oh, look, this one with.
No, it's the other way around, Frank.
Oh, this model, by the way, Ian, with installation is $160.
Oh shit!
That's a feature of Amazon. They say with expert installation, which is sure okay. Okay. Well, Ben, thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks for having me and not enjoying my jokes.
Solange, just remember, you break him, you bought him.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Should we tell on Ben to Solange about his joke?
So we were talking about this Vivo mount. Benjamin, you got anything to say about this Vivo mount?
No, I don't.
No. What were you singing, Ben?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me, Frank?
No, I'm not. I don't make the horrible jokes.
Yeah, we're not going to be caught.
Go ahead. You were singing a
being recorded saying that.
I was gonna say, do you like the Vivo because you can go Vivo Las Vegas?
That's not how you said it.
I'm not your dancing monkey, Frank.
Do the voice. Come on.
Dance,
Vivo
that's good.
Las Vegas. Say it.
There he goes.
That's funny.
See?
Okay.
See? She likes it.
I do.
See, she could just stay on the show and watch you be making a fool of.
No, I get a private show for that.
Oh, ew. Oh, God. Okay, you guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. It's nice seeing you again.
Bye-bye.
Get some sleep. Ian's been up since yesterday afternoon, so...
Ian, get some sleep, man.
Yeah.
Well, I will after this, that's for sure.
Okay, good
But
boy.
not too much sleep, you know.
He's going to Vivo Las Vegas.
3 days after that.
Yeah.
No, Frank, no.
You're the one who said the shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just much better at it than you are.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got me a woman with some sass, and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Bye, Ben.
Bye, Frank. Bye, Ian.
Get on out of here.
Nice one, guys.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
did, man.
guys.
Are they gone yet?
I thought that was Doug at first.
It's okay. But yeah, the Vivo mounts are better. They're after doing the other one, I was like, boy, this is so much fucking easier.
Yeah, I don't really know much about like arms and stuff besides just like the microphone arm.
Right.
Which some of these screens are probably so light you could probably even jerry rig a microphone arm to support it.
You can get them for like $15, man. Come on.
Well, yeah.
Don't cheap out, man. I mean, even like this. Okay, mounted even actually makes one. Let me screen share again real quick. See, they even have one that's got the little thumb screw kind of. It's more like a wing nut, but it has a
Got to get that wing nut.
Oh yeah, these are one that are literally just a mount on a stick. There's no actual arm to it, but it can still pivot.
Yeah.
They hold up to 30 inches. Mine is supposed to hold two 20-something inch monitors. A 34-inch is the same size as a 27-inch, except it's 2 inches longer. If that makes sense. So,
well, with a lot of screens today, it's like really hard to, like determine what do they mean by it supports up to the size, because like when it comes to like TV stands and stuff, it's all you have to worry about is if the base fits on there,
Right. Some of them will only say it'll hold the weight, which is a major thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you don't want to put no CRT on that arm, huh?
No. My 34 is heavier. Like, I mean, do you want like a monitor and then like an arm for the Huion?
Well, I was gonna have an arm for both of them, like separate.
Like two separate arms, or like
yeah.
I've got let me go to my my orders and I'll show you the exact one I have.
I mean, I would think that would be good because you could have more freedom maybe with two separate arms doing that way, I guess.
Hold on.
Because I do want the Huion to be able to come pretty close to me so I can draw on it,
Right.
So I'm not like drawing, reach across the desk,
Make that noise again.
Oh yeah.
No, oh, you made it a dirty thing.
Well, that both sounds dirty.
He made it a dirty thing. Where the hell's my... I thought I could do like all orders, but I guess I can't. I'm listening.
Let me do on the show. I don't know if you ever get into this type of thing, but I'm going to do a first taste on video here. First taste of this Game Fuel Mountain Dew.
What's the actual flavor called?
I am not sure. I do have use my little magnifier here.
Not sure. That's the dude from Idiocracy.
Oh, it's Tropical Smash.
I got my man Not Sure here.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, here's what I've got. See, Hold on, let me. Oh, I can't zoom in, bastard. So this is what I have. See what I was saying? How like the top slotted.
Oh, that's strong, man.
So you put screws in the back of the monitor with washers, and you sit them down in there, and then you can put the bottom screws in while it's kind of dangling off those top screws. Not a very good system.
Yeah.
It's kind of finicky, and you're holding a 34-inch monitor against your belly, trying to screw it together yourself. It's a pain in the ass.
And that's the one that you have?
One of the ones I have, yes. See, it has there's all these joints that swivel. And,
is your 34-inch on that one?
No, it was. I had it with my 27-inch on the other end. It's just the angle that I was. I don't have a lot of room, so I have the 27 on that arm, and I have a vertical arm in the middle with my 29 and my 34 stacked on top of each other in the middle.
Yeah.
So I basically have it like this. Oh, I can zoom. Whoops. Okay. I have it like this with the 27-inch on here and my 34 just on another mount in front of it. Oh, you can't zoom in this one, but you can zoom in the other ones. Whatever.
Zoom enhance.
Zoom enhance. Yeah, fits most flat panel monitors up to 27 inches. And like I said, it's the same. It's just wider. So once you got the 34-inch in the middle, the other one is like pretty much to have it out all the way. It's the edge of it is right up against the 34-inch, pretty much in portrait mode. I don't know if you'd even
well,
like
the Huion is the largest Huion you could get is a 22-inch. So
well, like you said, you want to be able to move it and actually draw on it, and this one's kind of creaky and shit because it's really heavy duty seal. So yeah, 2 would probably be better in your what you're trying to do.
What's the furthest outreaching one that they have there? I know those Ergotron thing that Ben had. He had bought like an extension for that whole system. You're able to do that, I guess.
Oh, I mean, it all depends on what you want to actually spend. Does the Huion have a VESA mount? By the way, I forget.
What did you say?
Is the Huion, does it have VESA?
Oh yeah, I remember saying that it did have a VESA because it has a standard. It doesn't have like a normal like monitor base on it. Since it's a drawing monitor, it has like like one of those picture type like I don't know what you call them, like handles or whatever that it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That supports it on the back.
Yeah, the little not easel but kind of stand mount thing.
Yeah, so you can like change the angle and stuff.
What size were you looking to get? The 21 and a half?
But yeah, they call it. It's pretty much like 21 and a half, 22 or whatever is in their model description or whatever.
Windows.
Because it can't be 21 and a half. It's got to be full measurements, even though the measurement is less.
Right. I mean, it's probably like a ½ inch of bezel on either side to make it 22. Yeah.
I mean, if they had a larger one, I would get that, but I mean,
well, like I look a lot of times if you look at the reviews, they don't have it in this one, but if you go to like let me see, I'll just fucking go to this one. If you go to the reviews, a lot of times people have pictures. They're like, I love it. Here's what it looks like in my setup. And you go, oh, well, I don't want one of those. That's stupid.
Right.
Let's see, 19.
I mean, I'm not going to pay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to pay like $3 or $4 grand for a decent size Cintiq or whatever,
Right. 22. I mean, 650, 700, higher end ones.
I mean, Ben was saying even like the Apple Pencil, which is just a couple $100 for the pencil, but that's even competitive too with the Cintiq thing.
Right, for like a little stylus and your iPad.
Yeah.
See, this guy's got his triple monitor set up, and then he's got his little tablet. Just if you got enough desk space, because he's got his just standing on the little stand on the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kind of just because you can get it kind of low.
Right.
Get low. Let's see.
I don't have that. Since this is a corner desk on either side, it's like not much room to have, like one sitting, like laying there, and another one right next to it. I guess that's why I'd sort of have to have them suspended,
right,
with an arm.
Well, like I said, that's why I like Amazon, because you can actually see customer reviews and shit. And in those, a lot of times people have pictures, and they'll give me ideas. Oh, I could do that. But
right.
I mean, because they make, let's see, the 19. Where's the 22? I saw a 22 listed here. I just want to see if the description says Visa or not, because I think it does. But oh yeah, I think you're right, because that thing in the back I thought was Visa, right?
Yeah, because you could take the
adjustable stand
handle off of it.
It should say horizontal viewing angle, adjustable stand, connections, which I don't care because I'm not specifically looking at this one. Here we go. Resolution, monitor, vertical angle. Also, if you ever look on Amazon and you're not sure, there's the questions. What comes in the box? More 190. If it's something that's expensive that's been around for a minute, there'll be some questions. There's 193 fucking questions here.
Yeah.
Compatible with Mango Studio, it's software. I don't care. People will say, does this have Vista support? And I've been asked, like, if someone asks a question on a product and you've bought the product in the past, it'll pop up, hey, could you answer this question about the product you bought? And I've actually done that because, you don't know until you get the thing,
Yeah.
And I figure if I can help somebody out, I'll answer it. Shit,
Yeah, I've done that a couple times, like when I was pretty confident in the information that I was able to give to them,
Right. But
because sometimes you really do rely on the information that they're asking and giving you in that section,
If you buy from like eBay or something, you're like, oh, I hope it's not a fucking rock in a box.
Yeah.
I hope it's not just a piece of lead from China.
Now, what was with your monitor? What was the defect on it? There was like a scratch on the back or something?
Well,
that was it.
This is a refurb. Trying to remember, my 29 was an open box, as is, and I got confused. As is, and I got myself confused because I looked at 4 or 5 of the exact same model. They came in the same factory box, so I thought, oh, this is the one that so and so. And then after I bought it, and I went to sleep, and I got up the next morning and I looked and I go, wait a fucking minute. Oh, fuck. There's not a single picture of it outside of the box.
Oh.
That's never a good sign. And, yeah, it's... You get as many pictures as you can or descriptions. With the Amazon stuff, Amazon's really good about returns. Like, I bought a monitor arm in the used section because it was cheaper. And then I got it and I realized it was just the arm. The actual shaft to raise it off of your desk was missing. So I sent it back and they didn't charge me anything. They just gave me a refund. So, you know, but it's basically just pay attention to what you're doing, dog. I mean, if you really want to spend a lot of money, you know, you can get something stupid, crazy, like what do they call that, medical grade, fucking with springs and gas springs and shit. And I didn't do all that. I went, you know, I think $30 for the big one was all I did, but that's because I was banking on if it sucks, I'm only out $30.
So what was the brand though that you liked that you got that you said with the screws? It was pretty easy.
Well, I like I said, I bought a mounted and I bought a Vivo, VIVO, and now I was looking at mounted even has ones with the thumb screw. So I don't know. You have to look at the pictures and see what kind it has.
Okay.
Because if you could put the bracket on the back of the monitor and then because there's a slot in the middle, there's like a T, you slide it down and it goes in between, and it'll stay there until you put either the thumb screw on, or some will have a it'll look like a thumb screw, but there's just a peg sticking up that goes through a hole and it anchors it that way. So that's actually easier because you don't have to put a screw in there. You just have to line it up right. Yeah, it's just look at pictures.
I like pictures.
Yeah, it's easier if you can get one where the bracket comes off, because a lot of these fancy ones don't. It doesn't look like, I don't know. Excuse me.
But yeah, like once I get this, I'll have 4 monitors, and once I get the UE on, that'll be 5. I might retire one because I'll have the 34-inch. I'll have 2 24 inches, and then just like a crappy 19-inch. But the 19-inch with the 24-inch is pretty much it. The 19-inch is you know, like the 3:4 aspect ratio, so it's pretty much the same height wise as the 24. So it looks okay, I guess.
I got a 27 on my one side, and I've got an old 17 just sitting here. I can't wait to get rid of it. Because you can't go, once you go big, you can't really go back. It's just, I mean, I was able to manhandle a 29, a 34, and a 27 by myself. So it's not hard once you pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's just I got to figure out too that I got to do so much homework because I'm going to probably actively still be using both of my computers because this computer that I built I put a lot of money into it, and it's a really nice computer, but I don't want it to be like my average everyday use computer. I sort of want to keep as much life in it as I can. So like the computer that I'm on now, the FX computer, I'm trying to debate if I go back and forth because it works just fine doing the podcasts and stuff on it and doing coding and everything. I don't want to use like a really expensive computer just to type code all the time, you know?
It's your shit. Do with it what you want, man.
Well, I'm just thinking I'd like to get one of those KVM switches. What do you think about those? Because I want, when I get this nice monitor, I want to be able to use that probably on both. So I was thinking about switching that.
Well, you can, you saying like you want to use the monitor with multiple computers? Is what you're saying?
Well, yeah. Well, like I don't necessarily need the KVM switch for the video signal, but just like I don't want to have to, you know, like get like extension cords from my other mouse and bring it from the other side of my desk
no,
to
no,
this side.
You can. Well, you're all on Windows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use Mouse Without Borders. It's free software from the Microsoft Garage. And you basically, it's a server you install on one of you install on both of your computers, and one acts as a host, and you can use one mouse and it hovers over to another computer, and you can align just like when you set up multiple monitors in Windows.
Yeah.
You set up multiple monitors, but it's multiple machines in whatever order. So when you mouse over, it knows that that's another screen. So you can use just one mouse and one keyboard for everything.
Yeah,
that's what I do. My old Dell, I had it as long as it's on the same network, you're okay. I had my Dell hooked up that way, so I only used one mouse. Only problem was sometimes when it would boot, for whatever reason, it didn't boot the software correctly. It go, do you want to use this software? And of course, since the server wasn't running, it didn't know that I was trying to use the other mouse. So I had another one sitting here, and I would say yes. And then once I clicked OK, I could use the other mouse fine. But then my old router that I was using to extend my network upstairs finally died this past week. So I just unplugged it, and I have my one cable going to my power line adapter. I'm having internet problems right now. For some reason, my internet's dropping out even downstairs right by the router. I'm thinking man. Yeah, I don't know. It's a brand new router. It'll like, we'll be watching shit on the Roku, and it'll say signal lost. Excuse me. It'll say signal lost, and I'm like, it's right behind me. So I'm thinking about buying a couple more power line adapters and just hard, wiring the Rokus up so they get signal straight from Ethernet. And then maybe get a wireless extender.
There's a lot of ways you can go.
It's just once again, if I buy something, I gotta read reviews and see if it's actually a piece of shit or if it doesn't. Like, you could buy a Wi-Fi extender for $10.
Yeah.
Jesus, excuse me.
Well, I heard good things about those Wi-Fi puck things that you put on your wall that look like lights or something.
I
remember Linus was doing that for what was he doing? I forget the video. He was like doing it for like
fuck.
Bless you.
I do that. I won't sneeze for weeks, and then I'll do 10 in a row. But
it was one of those videos where it was like pimp my computer or something set up. I think he was doing for somebody else, like a client or something.
Yeah, like his neighbor or something. Jesus.
Can you blow your nose?
No, I'm sneezing. I can't blow my nose. I'm just sneezing.
Oh.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, I got a lot of homework to do and stuff. That's all I know.
Fuck. Let me try and blow my nose. I don't think it'll do anything, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep them entertained.
Okay. No, we're gonna do dead air. No. But yeah, like my whole desk setup is still in limbo as far as like how perfect I want to get it. Like, that's why I'm not going to be trying to do any kind of build war pictures or whatever on Battlestation on ready yet. Frank said he's not ready yet either. So, but like all my audio cables and stuff, that's still in limbo. I still have a lot I want to do with that because I'm still in the process of wanting to make my own custom cables for that with the soldering and everything. I got to get all the monitors and maybe add like another USB hub or something going to the other side of my desk. I just want everything to be like, like accessible and very neat. very clean. Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably retire my 19-inch monitor, like I said, because I don't know, need to get rid of that because I really don't have any reason to have that, I guess. Yeah, I look forward to getting that Helion. No, that would be nice because I feel like once I could get that, then I could really start getting into like 3D modeling and 3D sculpting and stuff. I have one of those little graphite bamboo, like 4x5 inch drawing desk tablets, whatever you call them. But yeah, it just I have that disconnect when I'm trying to draw on it, and it's just so small too,
Okay.
you know.
Shit.
You okay?
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I was just telling the audience about how it's definitely not the same using, because I have one of those little 4x5 bamboo Wacom little desk tablets. It's just like it's totally another world, because like once I get the drawing monitor, then I can really feel like I can really get into like 3D modeling and sculpting and stuff with that. I can become an even better. I have more potential to become a better artist, you know, because that's like a whole different ballpark. I feel like, you know.
Yeah, I borrowed Ben's Wacom little tablet, and it's like you're drawing on paper, and there's a monitor here, and you can't. It's such a disconnect.
Yeah,
I've tried it. I can't get over it, and I have still got drainage. I have software for drawing and stuff like that. I just can't use it. I've tried it. I tried borrowing Ben's old monitor that doesn't want to connect. Apparently, the drivers are shit on Windows.
Yeah.
By the way, I was thinking what you're saying about that episode of Linus. It was Pimp My Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's it.
Yeah, I remember that one because he was dressed as a pimp, and he's like, "Okay, I can't do this character the whole video."
So like, what is that like? You could keep adding those, and it's just like adding extra beams of. It's pretty much it is like light, but with Wi-Fi light. It just adds extra hotspots, right?
I don't know. I just need. Excuse me. I need. Well, see, I have dual band. I have 2.4 gigahertz? I don't know. I have the 5.0 and I have the slower one. And my wife's laptop can't use 5.0, so that's why it was important. Huh?
You need both of those. That's the whole purpose of you getting the dual band.
Right. So, but like all of the extenders I find are like that are cheaper. They're like, oh yeah, you could extend your 2 point whatever. I'm like, but I want my 5. But
yeah. And I know it probably sounds like a cop out when you say, oh yeah, you could really be a better artist if you have this tool or whatever. Which I mean, you could argue like, because that's pretty much like saying, oh yeah, if only I had like a pen to just like draw regular with. Because people would say, yeah, you could draw. There's because Ben was telling me about this guy that could do some pretty crazy work with just drawing with a mouse on the computer. But
yeah,
I mean that's like a whole different. That's like kind of like apples and oranges for some people. Like
you can do it, but why? Why?
Yeah,
like I understand why handicap yourself. Like when I started going back to my art with pinstriping, I said, oh, I thought that you just use a brush and you just go at it, man. That's it. Why? Because if you put down a guideline and then you paint over it, who's gonna fucking know what was under that paint?
Yeah,
I know guys who do entire pieces. I learned this from going to shows. They'll have an entire piece, and the whole thing will be laid out, be grease pencil all over that bad boy with designs drawn on it, and they'll be going over it by hand. Yes, they're still painting by hand, but they don't have they don't have a stick pushing their hand drawing it for them. They're actually using their hand to paint it, but they're painting over a line. And you know what? In 20 years, that thing will still just have paint on it, and you're not going to fucking know. So,
right? Yeah, it's definitely like you can handicap yourself, but as far as using the mouse, that's why? But that's also like a different art form in itself. Just you saying, "Oh yeah, I just did this with the mouse." I'm not trying to get into that type of.
Dude, it's like, do you see those guys who can like draw with MS Paint? And it's like, why would you? Why? What's the fucking point? Okay, so you made this really cool picture that you can't ever change and do anything else with. Or you could do something with Photoshop and have layers and can edit it later.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's like I speak a language that only I understand. No, do shit that makes sense, stupid.
Yeah.
Try not to be stupid, you moron. Hey, here's some power line adapters. Excuse me, up to 200 megabits per second. They're not pass-through, but that's okay. $20. Prime shipped.
I wonder if you can get I wonder if they'll start selling power line just like wall fixtures. Like where you can, because you can install like the USB chargers in your wall or whatever with the outlets.
Oh, you mean just like hook up your internet to? Well, I was looking for what is the cheapest power line adapters, because the way a kit works, you plug one into your router, and then you plug one into your outlet, and then you go into another room, and you plug into your outlet, and there's an Ethernet cord that goes to whatever like my computer is plugged into one right now.
Yeah.
So my house has become my network connection. They sell ones that are just, if your house already has, your network going through it, which mine does, you could buy just the one that connects from an outlet to your device for $15. That's all I need. Because I don't know if the other ones would work with what I already have is the problem. Like if I buy two, because that's all I have two devices. I have the TV downstairs and I have the TV in the bedroom. I just want to hook one up to the power supply, or up to it's got to be not a surge protector, but straight to the wall, and then hook it up to the Roku. I don't know if those two will talk to my current power line adapter, or if I should just buy two of the single units that's all they're meant for. I don't fucking know. So a lot more reading, and I was looking also, like I said, the Wi-Fi extender is the cheapest one. I was like, okay, let me look up this model. And all of a sudden I see on YouTube buying a generic Wi-Fi extender. And then people actually give the reviews and shit. Because the people bought the same ones and they slapped their name brand on it. Because it's just a white box. Made in China by some Chinaman. I mean, this one's TP-Link, so it's name brand, but...
Yeah, they're pretty good. I just think it should be a standard nowadays in 2017 that they should start putting Ethernet into the walls that go to some kind of central hub in the house where you could do a switch or whatever. I mean, you could still have coaxial going to the rooms if you want, but at least have them go to some kind of central hub, I guess, where you can have the router.
Yeah, but the infrastructure for that is counterintuitive as compared to the model of cable companies. They want to give you that new router when you sign up and make you pay for the monthly rentals. How are they going to do that if you have your own? And most people are too stupid, by the way, to actually do any of this stuff. What kind of router do you have? Whatever my company whatever Time Warner put in my house. It's just like I have the results somewhere in one of my articles, but they say like what is the most GPU that is sold today? Like what people actually have. They did a hardware survey. And yes, Intel is up there, but you know why? Think about it for a second. Because it's NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel. Why is Intel the highest GPU? I'll wait.
It's because it's all in mobile.
It's integrated.
Yeah.
It's built into the shit. Somebody bought a box from Dell, and they plugged their monitor into it, and they said, there we go. I got a picture. And that's all they fucking did. It comes with every computer that's got Intel because people bought the fucking Intel computers. That's all there is to it. I'll wait for Doug.
Did you listen, sort of off topic, but did you hear about or listen to that Tech Talk that Jerry and Jay were doing about that news article you did with that guy from AMD going over to Intel?
I saw the headline, and then I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, because he was pretty much saying now that they're probably going to be going up against Intel because or NVIDIA, because NVIDIA pretty much, I don't know if you know, but they pretty much said F you to Intel because Intel was like trying to work with them or whatever to try to do, because they wanted to try to do a GPU thing or something, you know.
NVIDIA wants a bigger piece of the pie is what it is.
Yeah.
And Intel says, no, motherfucker, we want the piece of the pie. And AMD goes, golly gee, we'll have anything.
Yeah. And if AMD and Intel team up together, then NVIDIA is pretty much going to get fucked, because it's not like they're building the craziest graphics card and shit right now. You know, they're probably becoming a little bit complacent like Intel, you know.
Yeah, people we got Polaris, we're good.
Yeah,
we'll see. Only time will tell. When Vega 56 comes out at the price it should be, it's above MSRP right now is the problem. But once you can get one for a couple hundred, everybody's already buying them now and installing the Vega 64 BIOS on them. So basically, you get a 64 for the cost of a 56. So. But you got to know what the fuck you're doing to flash the BIOS and all that bullshit. I don't want to do that because I want a warranty on my $700 graphics card.
Yeah, like I didn't update my BIOS for my new computer, even though they say you should. I was just that worried about it.
Yeah, the motherboard BIOS, if it works, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with it. Unless you're having problems, don't fuck with it. They tell you there might be a BIOS problem. Nah. They say that shit.
Yeah, you'll have a real BIOS problem.
Yeah, you'll know if there's a BIOS problem. If it won't boot, it's the chipset. But anyway, we're way off topic here. Did you want to get into some battle stations, young man?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Oh no, I'm gonna play that hardcore later on for one of our news articles.
Oh no,
that's related to that.
Oh no!
So you just have patience there.
Man your battle stations. Man your battle stations.
Station.
Oh boy, let me get my
station.
Okay. I was hoping it starts too late in the clip. I was hoping I could get it to be like where it'd be like yeah.
Okay.
But I do have a theme for this week for mine, and I want to see if you could guess what that theme is.
Ooh, 3D printer.
Damn it.
Ooh, Asus.
Yeah.
Ah, look at that. Is that tape holding his door closed? Is it?
I'm not. It looks like it because it's crooked.
Now he has my mouse. I have to give him that. I don't know what the hell bullshit keyboard that is, but that's my mouse. And God, that's a lot of cables.
Yeah, this one I know what we're gonna pick on this one. So
well,
get to that. Let's first say things you like about it first.
Well, okay, he's got a glass table, so I'm okay. Breathe in and out.
By the way, I could have, when I bought my glass table, I could have gotten the keyboard slide out thing with that, but I was like, hell no.
Yeah, those things suck. Okay. Well, I mean, it depends on the look. If you like it, sure. The way he's got his tower sitting, if you have to change your monitor, that's a pain in the ass. If you have to, if you unplug any, hey, I need to plug my Ethernet cable. No, that's all right. Don't unplug it. Just leave it where it's. It's a pain in the dick. I don't want to. No. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't have anything turned on, other than his mouse. His mouse is lit up. The monitors are off. The tower doesn't. The tower. That button should light up that it's on. It's not. He's got a 3D printer. That's cool.
Yeah, this one wasn't presented very well with what he had.
I mean, yeah, he's. Let's see here. 3D print some damn wire management. That's the second comment.
Yeah, 3D print some wire clips or something. Definitely.
He could. Let's see.
Well,
look, cable hooks on Thingiverse.
Yeah. I decided to do the 3D printers though because like I was looking in Battle Station. I was gonna be like, okay, what can I go with here? We'd done too many audio and Mac shit, at least for mine, and I was like, I saw this one guy's 3D printer that was on there just in a regular Battle Station. I was like, mate, I forget you can search on here on this subreddit. So I searched 3D printers, and they had a ton of them. So
look at this. What the fuck is this? A pulley? Wow. That's too fucking complicated. How many pieces is that? 1, 2, 3. Fuck that. Okay. Yeah, you could search. That's what I ended up doing today because you can look at new or hot, but problem with hot is people like some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And new just shows you the latest thing. And if no one puts anything good up, it looks like evil dragon head trophy. Okay. But
yeah, so, that guy needs some cable management. Maybe a better photograph would be good too. Yeah, it's all dark and grainy and stuff, and maybe like more color in there too, or something. I guess.
Yeah. Where the hell's the upvote? Oh. Well, oh. Oh, it's an archive post. That's right. If it's archived, I can't hit it anything. I mean, yeah, if you clean it up a little bit and the walls are plain, it's like, finally I got a desk. Hey, take a picture of it. Okay, I'm going to bed. I just got done carrying this shit in from my car and I sat down.
Yeah. Yeah, you could print 3D print out some cool stuff to make that shit look better,
Yeah. Yeah, he must work out.
But I doubt this guy is. If this is an archivist post, especially, I doubt he's even
2013.
Even hear our comments.
Yeah, this is 4 years ago. He doesn't give a flying fuck what we think. Oh look, Battle Station with bonus printer. This is only a year ago.
No, that's nothing now. I mean, you don't get every day like 3D printer Battle Station on here, so I mean,
yeah. Now see, he's got my what's his webcam. He's got an AOC monitor, or a couple of AOC monitors, which I've got one. They're okay. He 3D printed his phone charger stand.
That's good.
That. He 3D printed whatever this little knick-knack tchotchke shit is here. He's got his
a lot of people are doing that speaker thing where like if you make design a gap in like the stand or whatever, it boosts like the speaker, it makes the speaker sound a lot better or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
got Audio Technica headphones. He's got a Blue Yeti mic. He's got pedals.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was trying to figure out what that was on there, and I guess those pedals.
Yeah, pedals and a mouse, or not mouse, a wheel for like sim racing.
That looks like the Robo 3D printer. That's the one that Nate has.
Where?
That white print. The white. It was like a white printer.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
Didn't he fuck his up somehow? Like he had the plastic melted and he couldn't get it out or something?
Yeah, he had like a jam. Like printer jam.
Man.
Which I'm scared to use my printer because of that stuff, man.
Oh, look, he 3D printed some spools to put his That's cool. That's resourceful.
Well, what I'm gonna do is like when I get like a whole collection of different colors of filaments and stuff, I plan on this opposite wall. I want to put a pegboard to hang all my tools and stuff because this table is kind of like a maker table because it's my 3D printer and I got a bunch of like soldering stuff and shit on there. So I'm gonna put a pegboard with a bunch of tools and then hang a bunch of like filament rolls on there too.
Huh.
And I'll be able to have like the filament, like choose what a color I want and just pull the filament down, feed it into the printer then. But does it mention any specs on that?
Oh, let me go back to the main page. Huh. What do you 3D print? Anything. No. No specs at all, just a picture. Okay, he's got Corsair liquid cooler for the CPU. He's got a GeForce dual 6-pin GPU, so I have no idea what this is. I mean, it's definitely not a 1080 because it's a year old, and it doesn't look like a 1080.
Well, I thought that 1080 is a year old. Are you meaning the 1080 Ti? I
don't know what
because that's the newest one.
GTX 1080. I don't know.
I'm sorry. The 1070 Ti. That's the newest one that just came out.
My computer's gonna start blowing up because I'm. What are you doing? Look at this shit. Yeah, this obviously is newer than whatever the hell this is I'm looking at here. Because that's a 1080. This is probably like what, a 900 series.
I mean, I would probably think that. That's I've never seen that though. Is that a custom or like painted blue?
No, it's just a blue light. See the LED right there? I'm thinking he was a little lazy with like this case fan. He just has the cable hanging down. You could have you wrap it around, and then you don't see it. Same with this wire, whatever the hell this is coming out. I guess that's his front I/O probably. I mean, it's only 3 little wires, yellow, black, and red, but they're right there. You see them. You have a window. You put a light on it. You want to see, look at how nice this is. And I got this big wire. He's got this wire running down to here. So I imagine there's a fan header on his motherboard right here, but in the worst case scenario, he's got this bad boy running all the way down to the fan header at the front of his motherboard. I don't know.
He's got for one of my fans on my in this computer, I soldered an extension to the fan. I mean, eccentric cables to make it longer.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he's got a liquid cooler, so he doesn't have a fan there. But on the radiator, I don't know where the controller is for that. Because look, the cable's black.
Yeah,
I mean the power supply is a Corsair HX 1050, which looks to be modular.
Yeah.
I think. If not, I think it is. It might. I don't know. I think he's got. I can't tell if he custom sleeved for his video card here or not. I don't know. I don't know. But he doesn't have any specs, so I'm not the only one guessing on any of this shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's just I go, hey, there's wire dangling right down there with the fan blowing at it, so it's.
On my older computers, surprisingly, since I had to swap out the modular one for the other one that I had for an older power supply, which is like a 550. That's a non-modular, but since the computer doesn't have a basement, the non-modular actually looked neater because it didn't have a whole lot of cables, and I didn't need a whole lot of cables. And with the non-modular, they're all neatly like wrapped in one sleeve or anyway, so it looks a lot neater because I don't have a basement, and with the modular ones, all like the connectors are spread out and stuff, especially if you have like a lot of them plugged in there,
Out of stock. Rough parity. Tech specs. It looks like it's partially modular, semi. Okay, because the main plug for the go back to it. The main power to here.
Yeah.
That's hardwired. But then his 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 power to his hard drives and shit, that's all modular right there. So I don't know.
Actually, I used to have it was a semi-modular one, but the plugs were actually, like the cable went out like an inch or so, and then you could plug in whatever you wanted. So it wasn't like you didn't plug it actually onto the actual box part, which was kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, I like fully modular ones because just when you're putting a computer together, it's easier to just put it in there without any cords in there.
You put in what you need and none of what you don't.
Right.
I mean, and even like these ones that aren't modular like this, they have that sleeve put on them. Hey, there's a big yellow wire underneath this thin black mesh. I don't know.
Yeah, custom sleeving. That's way over my head of anything that I'd want to do with my computers.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I don't have a window, and I don't have any vents, so you can't hear anything. I want it silent, and I don't want you to see shit. There you go.
I do have to ask though. How is your cable management in there though? Did you make it pretty good at least for the airflow?
I mean, yeah, all my cables come out the back, like the behind the motherboard tray. It's just and the fractal design case actually has Velcro straps from the factory. So
I
only used one zip tie for the whole thing. So it's it's fairly good. It's just yeah.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I have both, but it just ended up being easier to do the zip ties.
Zippy ties. Paste and go.
Most of my Velcro shit I have for my cable management actually on my desk, so I was like, I'm saving that shit.
Oh, I saw this one. This one was a recent one too.
Yeah, that's the one that I found that I was like, ooh, maybe I'll do 3D printers.
Now I do like that he's got Sennheiser headphones there. I did see that.
Yeah, those are huge, man. That's sweet, and I know that's what you said.
No, but it's what she said about my dong.
Those, unless was she talking about your balls?
My dong, penis.
You have 2 penises.
Penis. What the hell are those? Those are they're not the Momentums, are they?
Momentum.
Oh, those are too new to be Momentums. What the hell are they? Oh. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm looking at headphones.
Oh yeah, did you there was this one guy that I like to watch, that David DeFranco guy. I've talked about him before on the show. He's building his first PC build.
Okay.
And he ordered these, those, I forget what the exact model was. I know they're supposed to be really good. Those Astro headphones. You've heard of those, right?
Yes. Overpriced, but okay.
Well, yeah, he got them. They were pretty expensive, but he got I guess he got like some kind of open boxed or used or whatever from Amazon. And when he opened the box, it was like a different set of headphones, like cheap headphones. He was so pissed, man.
Yeah. These look to be the Urbanites.
Urbanites.
They're not that big, but they call them on ear instead of over ear. See?
Yeah.
But they're Sennheiser, so they're good. They're bigger than some, I guess. Well, yeah, I like that. They're not cheap. They're
excuse me.
Well, the smaller, I guess they come in different sizes. The on-ear, what are these? These are the XL. That's why they're bigger. Oh, okay, here we go. Urbanite XL.
Now, do you like the more oval design, or do you like circular? Or do you not really have a preference about that?
Well, okay, here we go. What shape are your ears, Ian?
Well, they're not either of those.
Well, what shape are a human ear? Are they closer to a circle or are they closer to an oval?
They're closer to like a butterfly wing.
What? Okay. But okay.
You're trying to say they're more like an oval, right?
Let's see what a circle looks like. Oh, that's a circle. Okay. Let's see. Oval. Let's see what an oval looks like. Okay, yeah, that's an oval. Yep, that's an oval. Okay. Human ear shape. Let's see. Yes, technically it's what they call that, cochlea or cochlea. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, look, it looks like a fucking oval, just like a monkey ear. A fucking oval. So yeah, you don't want to force your ear into a damn circle. I have a pair of on-ear headphones, which they sound good, but they suck because they're on-ear. They ride on your ears. The ones I'm wearing now are over-ear, and they cover your entire ear. And you know what? I've worn them for the entire show for hours at a time, and I'm fine. So,
well, these are more circular. These are comfortable, and I mean, I think the circle thing looks better with that.
Okay, I told you I've been into audio lately and stuff. The headset review guys I watch lately, you take the headphones off and you stick your hand in it with your knuckles. How many knuckles can fit into your ear cup? 2, 3, or 4? Just take it off and make a fist and stick your knuckle in there.
Okay. I guess 3. I guess.
Okay, 3 is pretty. Doug says give him about a half hour. He'll be there.
Oh, okay.
We're still on battle station, so he's okay.
I would say hurry up, but there's no fucking way that we're gonna be done by then.
Right. So, but yeah, 3 is a pretty decent size. That's why it doesn't fit for a circle. Now you can get where only 2 knuckles fit in there. No fucking ear is that tiny unless you're a little girl from China.
Right. Well, those are a lot of headphones like those are so big. The shape of the circle or oval really isn't gonna matter much because your ear fits in either of the shape. I was just asking, like, aesthetically, if you have a preference.
Oh no, aesthetically, I prefer something to sit on my ear and complete. Once it covers your entire ear, on ear blows. Like it rubs up against it. It sounds cool until your ear, because your ear provides the insulation. That's all there is to it. Instead of it being around your ear to block out the sound, and all you hear is the music, you know, your ear can't take having the vibrations and the heat. It's a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the dick, man. It's a pain in the dick.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree. Either whatever the shape is, it over the whole ear is definitely a lot better. Those are so uncomfortable. The on ear crap or whatever.
Now if you want to talk about weird, the Sennheiser, these are the 700s. They have an 800, which is kind of similar. These have been referred to as Star Trek Deep Space Nine looking motherfuckers.
It's kind of like a triangular shape. Oh, I see.
Well, they call it like the D.
Yeah.
Because you look at the inside of the cup and there's a D. Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
And by the way, the connector is a mini XLR connection. That's proprietary as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I figured out I would need to. They have some kind of adapter you can get with my headphones, because I wanted to get that wireless adapter that was made for the M50X by the M40X. Yeah. So I was gonna have to get some kind of adapter and probably use some other type of thing with it or something. I don't know.
A lot of people like the MPOW. They're like $14.
Yeah.
And it comes with a 2.5?
Yeah, the 2.5 is like the real skinny one that fits in there. The thing is it needs to have like where it meets the connection. That part needs to be like really skinny too, so it could go, because it has to go up, really up into the thing. Like if you see I won't be able to hear you, but this thing goes, it's like really thin, so it just gets like stuck up in there real good.
Up in there? Up in there.
But yeah.
And that's where babies come from, Ian.
Let's pay him buck, because you got to like line up the white. There's like a white line on there.
It locks into place, right?
Yeah.
See, this guy here has M50Xs, and he uses the MPOW adapter with one of those short little leads right there. Because a lot of guys use them for their car. I mean, it comes with this metal adapter. I don't know which one is what, but yeah.
I was thinking like if I have to, I could always 3D like design something and 3D print out something. Like if I have to get like a short little cable, I could put in like 3D print a housing for the cable adapter or whatever, and put the Bluetooth module in there.
The guy has a soundboard or mixer with the Bluetooth adapter.
Yeah, some of those mixers come with Bluetooth in them, like, but I haven't. They're pretty expensive.
The headphone guy I've been watching lately, he reviews on Twitch. He streams. He wears a headset with one of these, and he has another one hooked up to his computer, so he can walk around his house and they talk to each other. And he's done 13-hour streams before, so.
Yeah, I was looking at ways, because I was like with my mic, those lavalier mics that I was using for the other, like when Nate or whatever comes in here. I was going to make a mod for that for my headphones, but then you have to have like, you could make it wireless to here, but then for the mic part, you would have to do some kind of, because I guess they sell like Bluetooth transmitters and receivers or whatever. So you'd have to do like one's transmitting one way and one's receiving another way, it get pretty confusing.
Here's another M50X with the slightly longer cable.
Yeah, I don't want no shit dangling, man.
Shit dangling shit.
It's like you have like an earring on or something, you know.
But
and the problem is even if you could find like a decent adapter, it's like then like you have all this chain of adapters sticking out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this guy broke his. Oh.
Ooh. Oh. Anyways, can we
Sorry.
What do you think about these though?
Okay, well, let me hit back so I can go to the description. This one, the chair doesn't look that comfortable. He does have his sub on the floor though. And he's got good taste in headphones, and he's got his 3D printer. This guy doesn't really have a lot of his specs down. Otherwise, I'd give him more votes.
Yeah.
This one, it looks like
more information about things, you know, more pictures, more description. Right.
Let's see. Management and power. Does he have any actual? The first guy, I'm looking at his because I'm not sure if he gives his specs. I don't think so. They talk about the printer. Oh, 4 years ago, by the way, people were probably, oh, 3D printing is a fad. Oh, God, look at this. He got asked questions and answer themselves. What are some good beginner options? Blah, blah, blah. Where printing become friendly in the layman the world next few years? Yeah. It becomes more, instead of like, look at my setup, it becomes, so printing, huh?
Yeah.
So I'd have to say the exact opposite of how I showed them. I mean, don't get me wrong, the monitors look best here, but I don't know. I don't know what that black box down there, I can't tell what's in there. It could be filled with bees.
Well, as you can see by the dates, these are all pretty spread out as far as their dates. So I looked at all the search results that came up. So this is probably the best that you're going to get for 3D printer setups for a long time.
Right. I mean, you know, you don't give us everything. So only thing I don't like about this other than the chair is there's only one monitor, dog.
Yeah. Hey, spend all their money on 3D printer.
Shit.
At that point, then just show the picture of the 3D printer, right?
Excuse me. But yeah, I'd say
some people just have their laptops hooked up to the 3D printers.
I mean, I'd say this one, just the exact opposite of how I showed them. How about you, sir?
I gotta go with the multi-monitor one.
Which
one? Second one.
Okay, because this is
that. Yeah, I like that with the microphone and stuff.
Okay, and his Audio Technicas.
Oh. Yeah, and that's pretty decent 3D printer in the background. It looks sort of similar to the one that I have. There's just a lot more to look at in that one, I guess.
So, what's your order, sir?
Oh yeah, sorry. So obviously 2, 3, 1.
So this one, and then this one.
Yeah, it was close between 1 and 2, but
I mean,
that's what I chose, and that one is definitely easy to be number 3. I mean,
it just needs it. There's so much that could have been fixed before he posted this picture. I'm sure it was probably before they got really hardcore about all these rules. Like, okay, not a blurry picture. You know, I mean, if he cleaned up that spaghetti and turned it on and had lights going, I'm sure this would be like, over the 600 votes that it's got. This poor guy only got 19 upvotes.
Okay, and what was the one that you got? You said
1,735 so far.
I would say that one won. Then, damn.
Yeah, this one had 607, which, like I said, it looks like it'd be better, but it's messy as fuck. His whole area is an open box. There's a bunch of wires and shit laying around.
Yeah, that one's more of a cheaper one.
I mean, the whole thing is just thrown together. You don't know. I don't even know if this thing even turns on. I know the mouse lights up. That's all I got. But
okay. Which ones did you bring? What's your theme? Do I have to guess yours?
Well, let's see if you can guess, sir. Oh, now this one. I think some of these are archived as well. The first one, the guy says, after years of on and off contact with my dad, my dad and I came together and built a new gaming/audio desk after I got my first record deal. I'm so happy to work from here every day, and the project was a great bonding experience. Look at that.
Holy shit, man. So is your what do you call it, your theme speakers then?
Just music, basically, like audio.
Well, I was thinking that, but I thought you were gonna be like, no, it's them speakers.
Right. Not like I mean, this is a MacBook too, so I'm not, laptop, but no, I mean, the desk is nice. I've got that's my keyboard right there that he has on his desk there. I have that keyboard. So
nice.
Yeah, I mean, the big ass speakers are really what draw you in. He's got the the ISO acoustics to keep the vibration down to a minimum. And yes, he's only got one monitor, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like it. And there's the whole story about his dad. I don't give a flying fuck about that. I'm sorry, dude. He probably did that for karma. Only got 338 upvotes. I don't give a shit about your dad. Fuck your daddy.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Show the next one. I'll be a sec.
Dude, 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 dude.
Okay, what's this one now?
Okay, this guy's home office with updated audio equipment. Let me blow this picture up. Here's his monitor situation first. Looks like he's got a ultra wide there, standing up, vertical. He's got two Dells and another Dell horizontal. He's got a trackball mouse. He's got a coaster. Oh my God, he has drinks near his computer. He has an NZXT case, an APC UPC, UPS, right? Uninterruptible power supply. Look at these fucking speakers, man. Goddamn JBL towers. Fucking nice. Got a little switch there. I don't know.
No, I was thinking about we were talking about speakers or whatever, or noise canceling headphones, and I was thinking, I wonder if it would ever be possible to make a noise canceling speaker. So essentially, because I was watching that Batman Beyond show, and this guy was able to because his power was like he can he had like these. He was like a cyborg type of thing. He could make he had like sound cannons coming out of his hands or whatever, and he could do like crazy stuff with sound. Like he could like make everything like you couldn't hear anything at all in the room. So like you could
Like,
creep around and like get behind you and shit. I wonder if they could ever do that with like speakers. So like if you can't cancel what you're recording, like I wonder if it's possible to do something like that. That would be awesome.
Like white noise? Like basically, I think the theory you're talking about is if you have the exact opposite of what you are playing, then it cancels it out. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, just like headphones could, but with speakers and a microphone.
Maybe if someone actually pursued that, I think they would. I think they'd just waste all their time on making the speakers louder.
Yeah.
Now, see this guy for his setup, he's got those expensive ass gas springed Ergotron arms.
But by the way, that would be helpful in Ben's case too, because he's complaining about his mom. So you can make it so you can't hear anything at all in your room.
And then she comes down, God damn it, Ben, I thought I told you to come up here.
Yeah, but then it would just sound like she's like a mime or something.
Yeah.
You know how nice that would be?
No. But anyway, this guy's finished building my 2 Ice Power amplifiers with balanced audio from Cambridge Audio DAC Magic Plus. Workstation's an i5 4670K with 32 gig of RAM, 2 SSD, and 4 displays. It's running X Ubuntu 17.04 with a ZFS root and i3 WM as the window manager. So he's basically running Linux on this bad boy.
Yeah. Is he doing like coding and stuff on there?
It would look like it. He says he's got some of the screens blocked out to hide personal info, but okay, whatever, dude. No one cares.
Yeah, he's a Hacksaw Elite, man.
He says it's 4 monitors. They just barely fit. He's like, I didn't realize how dusty it is back there. I should get better on that. And then it wired up his amplifiers. He built them himself. Look at that.
Nice. Well, at least he's getting back there and taking pictures and shit. I mean, he's giving specs and shit and giving different angles. He's trying to give us actual information so you can judge.
Look, he's soldering. He's doing his own shit.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man.
Custom, dog.
Yeah.
So that's the first, second setup. That's the second one. Now the third one. Okay. Whoop. Decided to step up my audio game for 2017. Here's his first one.
Nice.
Granted, it's got a G-Sync monitor. Whatever. To each their own. I'm not going to get mad at him for supporting Team Green.
G-string monitor, what?
Yeah. I support single mothers. He's got what is that an audio engine DAC amp right under his monitor there, I think. I think that's what that's called. The D1.
You're the one that knows his DACs, I guess.
Yeah. He's got an Xbox One controller. He's got the JBL's I have to see what size monitor this is to be able to tell you, and it probably says, it doesn't even say? I don't think he says here. Let me go back to the oh, here we go. Competitor desk. A 34-inch monitor. Okay, so that's a Predator. Okay, 308s. Okay, so these are the speakers I'm actually thinking about getting.
Oh yeah, girl, DAC.
Yeah, audio engine D1 DAC / amp. Barodynamic DT 990 Pros. 250 ohm headphones. They got the velour padding.
Wow.
Yeah. Desk purchased from a local store. Sorry, no name. V-Moto Boom Pro microphone. So his headset, if you can see here, he's got a microphone. Well, where the hell is it? Oh, that's right. It's probably a magnet because the Boom Pro, does it connect to the side of the headphones through a magnet? And he's probably just got it laying out. He's got a rack with a gigabit switch on this picture here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's got a little AC unit.
Did we see this one before? 'Cause I remember like a really similar looking rack in one of them. Like in the same like placement from the desk or whatever. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's got a little monitor on it. But yeah, I mean, the main thing that drew me was those speakers.
Yeah. And the lighting didn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I
the
like
neatness didn't hurt either.
No, it's actually got his shit together. If the first guy that you showed presented his stuff like this, it'd be a lot better.
Yeah.
He's got everything routed. He's got stuff in places where you're like, oh, look, that's a so-and-so, and this is a that and that. Like,
and he's got something on the wall, too.
Yeah,
like, if you have to have just a white wall, then at least have some shit on there.
He's got shit, hanging out to draw your attention away from whatever it is you're looking at. He's got, his, the monitor is kind of like a greenish blue wallpaper going on, and then his actual window on his computer is like a greenish blue tint. So it, and then over on his rack, he's got the same kind of tint going. So he's got kind of a theme, as it were.
What's that? That looks like a mini ATM or something.
What are you talking about?
Is it like a humidifier or something?
Yeah,
the white thing.
It's a AC, I think.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, you gotta keep those balls nice and cool, right?
Right. I don't know about his balls, son. Taking it too personal. But yeah.
Get those like really intense like Call of Duty matches, your hands get sweaty, man.
Anyway, it's a 25U rack here with the Meraki MX64 security appliance, 24G HP Pro Curve gigabit switch, HP Brilliant quad 2x quad core, 24 gigabyte RAM, 750 gigabyte RAID 5. How old is this? 10 months ago. So I mean, 750. It's not a whole lot of whatever.
Dude, that always feels weird to me. Like 24 gigs of RAM. Like if I couldn't get 32, I would just keep 16 and hold out so that I have it all even. Then
Well, he probably just had. If it's server RAM, he probably had to get ECC, so he probably had to get, I don't know, whatever he had.
So we're both going to choose this for number one, right?
Well, hold on now. Let me see here. Let me blow up the pictures so you can see what you're voting on here. We got this guy.
That amp.
This guy.
Yeah.
Or this guy.
Yeah. Now, what, like, just if you're saying the speakers, what is the best quality speaker since you're the speaker guy?
Well,
I mean, not just like the ones that you want, like what are the ones that are regarded as the best, I guess.
That's actually why I picked these, because they all have really good ones. I believe these are Yamaha HS8s, I think. if they're not the 8s, they're in that family, the HS5s, the HS7s. Yamaha makes very efficient, good speakers. These are JBLs. I have JBLs in my Chevy before I found out that that's what a lot of theaters actually uses, JBLs.
In your 54 Chevy?
Yes, I actually have JBLs in there, and I don't want to get rid of them because I like them. These are JBLs.
Yeah. So those are the ones that you wanted, you said.
Yes, these I actually are the ones I want. So let me go by my rundown here. Okay, he's got a headphone amp that's kind of, it's out of the way, so it doesn't take up a lot of space. He's got speakers I want. Okay, he's got an actual computer. Okay, that's a step up over the first guy. Because as nice as you want to make a MacBook, it's still a MacBook. Once you're done making beats on this, you can't play video games on it. What the fuck?
Video games? No.
That's right. This dude, he's running Linux, which I appreciate it. Linux is cool. No. The hoops you got to jump through to be able to game on it? No, thank you. I like the speakers, and I'm sure it's all really sweet stuff, but yeah, this one I guess is going to be number 1. This is probably number 2, and then number 3. So once again, the exact opposite order that I presented them in.
Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree, and I thought that it was going to be hard to top this when I first saw this first one.
Yeah, you're like, man, I like the finish on the desk. He's got those. It looks like those are IKEA little units on the wall that snap back to fold up to get out of the way. So if he doesn't have cables on there, it just looks like he has a piece of metal bolted to his wall. Yeah. Some guys, they use them for, I think they're actually like towel racks or something that they sell at IKEA. I was thinking about getting some and mounting them as headphone hangers. Possibly. Maybe.
I'm going to, I've got a couple ideas. I'm going to be coming up with and 3D printing out some cool headphone holders. Because I got tons of headphones that I need to place.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot. I have, what is it? Adam Sandler says in The Winning Singer about money. He's like, I have a little. It's at home in a jar on top of my refrigerator. I want to put more in that jar. That's where you come in, sir. He's trying to get a job. So
I have 5 headphones.
I have, counting the ones on my head, I have 3 actual pair, not counting earbuds.
No, don't.
I got a pile of those because they just give them away. Here's a $2 set. I have my skull candies I'm wearing. My wife actually got me a set because my regular ones I take to work, I abuse the fuck out of them, and the pleather is just tearing apart. So she had reward points at her work, so she ordered another set of skull candies that are Bluetooth for me, and they're nice. So I actually spent $15 and ordered a case for them, so that they're not just beat up like my other pair already is. This only got 156 upvotes. This one got 57. And this one got 338. I'm assuming they went for the sob story about, his dad, and then the finish and all that. But when you come right down to it, it technically doesn't meet a battle station too much. Okay, you can mix stuff. Yeah, it says HS8 somewhere. So, man, I want the SH8. Oh, yeah. They got clean tones.
I'm sorry about your dad.
Yeah.
But I mean, your setup is still really good, so you're doing pretty good. I mean,
right. I mean, it's like what they say whenever someone posts a thing and they're like, my 13 or 15-year-old battle station, they're like, no one gives a fuck how old you are.
Now I do have to comment though that we're doing the same order, but I'm just going by aesthetics because at this point you're way more of an audiophile and knowledgeable about audio equipment than me, even before you were doing all this computer stuff now. you knew about a lot of sound stuff. You know, it's just that you didn't know if you needed a sound card or not because that had to do with computers. But all the speakers and headphones and all that shit, I'm sure you probably had ideas about. You know,
I knew guitars. When I first got into guitars, someone had to explain to me that if you have an amp, like a big amp that you would have on stage performing, you have to have a speaker cabinet. You can't just buy the head and plug it in and go.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, like when I'm still trying. I was telling you when you were gone, blowing your nose and stuff. I was telling them my whole desk setup is in disarray. Well, not like it's in limbo. I mean, as far as the cable management, like with the monitors and shit. Even like my audio thing for my headphones, because that's the purpose of me having so many headphones was so I could have multiple people like on the podcast. So, like Nate, we had Nate and his girlfriend in once, and like if we even have another friend in there, then that's 3 more headsets. I mean, eventually, like if I run out of headsets they use, and I have to use some earbuds or whatever, I mean, so like I have the purpose, like I was told you, I was trying to make these like modular cables and stuff for the headphones because I need to have so many channels going from the other end to the other side of my desk. Having that cable managed, like that would be way too many individual, like regular, like stereo cables going through that. So if I could fit if I can make my own cable where the wires are just like individual strands of wires, then you could fit that in more compact of a wire. It's just, I'm not sure if that's how well the audio quality is going to be with that, because like I could solder all that stuff and make it a really neat cable and everything. But like, I'm not a wire manufacturer, so I can't put any fancy shielding or anything in that, like what, all I know about cables is like, I think balance versus unbalanced isn't balanced where you don't have like the gold hairs or whatever. It's the ground is actually in its own cable wire housing or whatever.
Yeah. Ground is separate, and it depends on if it's XLR, it goes through in reverse and then comes out the other. That's why in studios they use XLR for longer runs, because the singer will be way over on the other side, and then the guitar player will be in another room, and they have to run all the cables. Versus RCA, after like 15 feet, it starts to break up.
Yeah.
So I think they say,
like they had, like I was looking on Amazon, they have what are called audio snakes, where it's got like 8 channels or 16 channels or some crazy amount of channels going through there, but the connections aren't what I needed for my mixer and for the headphones and mic and everything. So like I kind of need something proprietary, otherwise my desk would be pretty much a mess, So that's my whole adventure in audio, but I'm sure it's pretty nice having like all your experience and stuff that you do have with audio equipment,
I just have a little bit, and then I seek out knowledge.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. This actually is the same head that I have for my I have a half stack at my first floor of my house. A half stack means there's one speaker cabinet like this. A full stack, there's 2 stacked on top of each other, and then the head cabinet. Full stack. Like here's a Marshall full stack. Oh, of course it fucking loads up the side. Yeah, see, 2 speakers, there's 4 speakers in each cabinet. See, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't really see in this picture, but so I have, it doesn't get what they call bedroom volume. I had it in my apartment. in my bedroom, and I would play, and I would lean over, and I'd turn that little volume up as low as you can get. And you know what? That made that pot for the volume finicky as fuck, because even at 1, I don't want my neighbor beating on my door at midnight saying, "Shut the fuck up." That I have a little 15-watt practice amp, and that's all you need if you're going to sit there and do strum around in a, in your home. Hell, get this little guy here. It's a portable 1-watt amplifier. That's all you need, is a little something. You don't need a I just had this.
Now you see it, why I don't concentrate on my speaker setup for mine, because I live in an apartment.
Yeah, I mean, well, I have a house. That's a house.
Yeah, you have the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want with your audio.
That's right. Well, like I said, my dude that I watch on YouTube who does all his speaker reviews, everyone's like, "How do you not have your neighbors hate you?" And he's like, "I live above a business and I have cement walls. So at nighttime when everyone closes, they don't hear it."
Dude, my apartment walls are so thin, I could hear the dude pissing above the apartment above me.
My apartment my mom had, we heard our neighbors doing it. They must have been going in the living room, though. It's real weird.
Yeah, I heard that like a couple times going through like the dorms in college and stuff, But all right, man. We do have a lot of news to get through, so
news. Go ahead and bust out that theme song, newsman.
All right, man. All right.
Bringing you action. Suspense.
Action. Suspense. Yes.
Penis.
No.
Cock. The news with Ian and his cock.
Actually, I was thinking,
no.
Since we were talking about 3D printers.
No.
If you were to 3D scan and print out penises, that'd probably be a faster and easier method than having to keep your penis hard for like how many minutes it takes to do that mold or whatever, like they had in Family Guy.
I didn't watch the episode. Okay, we're done talking about that now.
Yes, we are.
Disney may buy Fox, which could change everything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Updated. CNBC is reporting that Disney. Oh boy.
Because you know what this is going to mean?
Demonetized.
Oh, because we could be getting our X-Men back.
Oh, look. Where's he at? Oh, I hear something. Hold on now. Hello?
Looks like you didn't get the news about you should be getting better internet also. I was telling you about you should be getting 100 megs now. That's the starter package now.
Yeah, I need to talk to them about. Doug?
Service interrupted. Please stand by.
Okay. I'm at about 49, 50. Yeah, 50 down right now. But I think my wife's actually watching stuff on the interwebs.
Well, when I did a speed test with the package is supposed to be 100, but they tend to give you a little bit like a little bit faster or whatever. I asked the ladies like before, like a long time ago, it's like, oh yeah, we give you a little bit of a boost speed or whatever on top of the whatever package it says. And when I tested it, it was like 120. So yeah, with 120, you should be able to have like 5 people streaming shit in HD in your house. Plus having your hangouts. I mean,
plus boners.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I only get 5.6 up. Oh.
Bullet Club in the house, bitches.
So let's hit him with the headline. Disney may buy Fox.
Yep.
Officially stoked.
CNBC is reporting that Disney is in talks to buy a 21st Century Fox, an entertainment arm within the large Fox company that's reportedly looking to focus its efforts more on news and sports. If the deal were to go through, it would be potentially huge ramifications for a number of Marvel characters. Update. Bloomberg is now reporting that while talks between Disney and Fox did take place over the past few weeks, talks have now stalled. This doesn't necessarily say anything about the potential deal one way or the other, but obviously this story is developing.
Story developing. News at 11.
And the good news with this, like I said, is we get X-Men back.
X-Men, the entire X-Men universe, everything. Reset everything. Reset the fucking X-Men universe. Reset Fantastic Four. We might actually get a Deadpool Wolverine movie. Ha.
Well, don't reset the Deadpool. The Deadpool is fine how it is. But, I mean, I guess if you want to throw in a Wolverine in there, that's cool. But, are you excited about this? You like your Wolverine, Frank? I mean...
No, I have sideburns like Wolverine.
He wants to be Wolverine.
Shit. Drop it like what? Like a squat?
Baby. Drop it like a squat.
Okay.
No soft?
Soft?
Not today. Although I do have that shirt. SAWFT. Soft.
Soft SWAT.
So we're all in agreement this could be good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not much to this.
So. That's what I thought. Okay. Here we go. This is right up our alley. Bethesda against adding multiplayer to Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. It'd make a lesser version of the game, says marketing head. Doug?
Yeah.
I know you're all about the Bethesda games.
Well, I got this for you, Frank, because you're a big fan of Bethesda. So.
I actually, I enjoy the hell out of Bethesda. I gave them a bunch of my money for Wolfenstein 2 recently. Got the collector's edition. It's good stuff.
There we go. Shit.
Where's the... Oh, here it is. Judging by the early buzz, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim's massive world seems like a natural home for an online multiplayer mode. But while Bethesda admits adding such a feature to the upcoming World Fantasy game is entirely possible, the studio is dead set against doing so, believing it would ultimately weaken the core single-player experience.
Yeah, like putting the fucking game on the Nintendo Switch didn't weaken its core experience.
Well, actually, I do have that. I should have done it as an article, but I'm sure you'd like what we talked about before about how YouTube is calling out Nintendo for going after everybody on YouTube, like their gaming department did.
Well, Nintendo is Nintendo, and Nintendo is the second worst.
Yep.
Speaking of Nintendo and finally, the way Skyrim was meant to be played. The fucking little shitty Switch controller. Oh, yeah. if you really want to do multiplayer, there's plenty of MMOs where you're running around. You could play what's that other Skyrim? The Morrowind.
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls Online and shit. If you really want to do multiplayer.
Right.
Is that all Doug's got to say about this article too?
You sold your shit out to put the dumb fucking shit on the Nintendo Switch. What else are we to expect? Are we expect you doing paid mods? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, where's Gal Gadot's ultimatum refuses to play Wonder Woman again until Brett Ratner is fired.
Actually, I'm sure Doug will have more opinions about this because he did enjoy Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman may be strong enough to get Brett Ratner fired since he's been accused of sexual harassment. Gal Gadot reportedly has laid down the law. Am I pronouncing her name right?
Yeah, Gal Gadot.
Okay. Sure.
Either he goes or she won't return for the sequel. Forget Batman v Superman. Hollywood is about to see Gal Gadot 32 versus Brett Ratner 48. Oh boy.
And it's the lengthy article, so whatever.
Yeah, it's more like a discussion point here. What did he do like in the first one?
Nothing.
So he was just an exec.
I think so.
And then he's fucking
it was a woman who directed Wonder Woman.
Oh, well then. I am woman, hear me roar. No, the studio goes where the money's at, and they'll bring in someone else.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Internet of Things security fail. Hacked vacuum cleaner spies webcam.
Okay, so they found out that you can hack, those autonomous robots that just innocently go around your apartment or house or whatever and clean up your vacuum. Well, now it could be some kind of hacker actually just scoping out your house and moving around your house and following you with the camera.
Oh boy, that's creepy as shit.
I guess this company showed that it's possible. That I don't think that like anybody got hacked or anything. So
it's more like a proof of concept that it could happen. This could happen to you,
and so it will. Since we showed you it.
No thoughts, Doug?
It's a Wi-Fi capable electronic item. Of course, it can be hacked.
Well, of course. Like a lot of Internet of Things could, but this is like it's a little bit more crazy because you could theoretically control this thing and go around the house and everything. It's a little bit more intrusive.
Derp, 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 derp.
Yeah, it goes to the door, opens the door, the guy comes in, steals your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Follows a hot girl into the bathroom.
Security firm says extremely creepy mask cracks iPhone 10's Face ID. Now they're trying really hard here.
It's an NPR story. It loses all validity.
Oh, but they're the only non-biased news group out there. I want one of these creepy masks, though. So I can put it on a vacuum and have it go around Doug's house. Scare the shit out of him.
So you don't think that this is possible, Doug?
All I'm saying is that someone says like less than a week after the phone's released, oh, we hacked it, we did it. And you know what? People have done this shit before, saying we cracked this code, we cracked that code, and then Apple's like, okay, prove it to us. And then all of a sudden the company goes quiet.
I don't know. It's just
Apple doesn't.
I heard about it on the radio.
Yeah, Apple doesn't shy away from fixing any problems that they have with the product. if someone actually proves, okay, I was able to crack this, they fix the back door. They nail that fucker shut, you know. So, there's a company wanting some notoriety. That's it.
Well, they're playing it. There's a video, so. I don't care. I haven't had an Apple device in a long time. Plus, it's the Apple iPhone 10.
That's not true. You still have an iBook.
Yeah, it's collecting dust really nicely. So,
well, what were you gonna say about the 10? Because that, like my dad, he'd rather buy the iPhone 8 or whatever than the 10.
Yeah, the 10 is it's cool as a proof of concept at this point, but there's a lot of stuff that's not quite fleshed out to where, yeah, I'd go full hog yet if I were to buy Apple again. Swiss Lab develops genetic toolkit to turn any cell into a tumor killer. Oh boy, that'll be fine. Is that a tumor? Who is your daddy and what does he do? They're designed to kill cancer cells and they kill themselves in the process. What? That's sad.
Hold on.
So it's a kamikaze cell.
We've made some impressive advances towards introducing the immune system to attack cancers. One of these techniques using CAR T cells is amazing. Oh, they say it in the article that's amazing, so that means it's not. CAR T cells are made by inserting receptors that recognize cancerous cells into a leukemia patient's own T cells. This induces those T cells to recognize the patient's tumor as the threat that it is and destroy it. But that T cells mount such an effective immune response in their therapeutic weakness as well as their strength. Engineered immune cells like these can completely disrupt immune function, causing unpleasant conditions with names like macrophage activating syndrome, cytokine storms, and even neurotoxicity, all of which can be life-threatening. So a group of Swiss researchers have decided to engineer a killing system into non-immune cells to avoid all these side effects. T cells target their tumor-killing immune response through cell-to-cell contact. This is distinctive. This is a distinctive feature of how the T cell receptors work. It hangs out on the T cell surface membrane, which some parts of the outside and some parts of the inside. When its external part contacts a particular feature on the surface of a cell, its intracellular part sends a signal through a cascade of molecules that eventually results in collection genes getting expressed. These genes include the ones needed to kill the target cell. So, yeah.
Did you say T cells?
Yeah, this whole thing's about T cells. They inject something into the patient's T cells to make them kill their leukemia. But then the T cells cause all kinds of problems, and they're trying to make them kill themselves so they don't bother the patient any further, basically.
Yeah. So you're telling me that this is Umbrella Corporation at work?
Yes, this is patient 0 right here. Ian, what do you think, dear? This is your article, sir. It's all your fault.
Yeah. I'm responsible for the outbreak.
Yep, you're the monkey.
I just hope we can get away from what are those things in Resident Evil called, like the giant monsters?
Lickers?
Yeah, the Lakers. Yeah, I hope we can survive those.
Like Kobe Bryant?
No, lickers. Did you see the first movie?
Caution, dog can't hold its liquor. No.
You did not see the first Resident Evil?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm not really big on the Outbreak viral zombies. I'm more the classic Romero actual dead resurrected zombies. Don't get me wrong, I love the hell out of Zombieland, but It's a different beast.
Well,
dude.
Would you like to see some guy get laser sliced in the cubes?
In the what?
Into cubes. Like
into cubes.
cubes. Yeah.
Oh.
That happened. Did we have another Doug accident?
What's you got there, Doug?
Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
All 6 of the movies.
There's 6 of those fucking things?
Yeah, I saw most of them. I think I have to see the last 1 or 2 or something.
I think I got one of them on my GameCube. Like the game.
Let's see, you got Resident Evil Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, and the final chapter.
Yeah, I haven't seen Retribution or the final chapter.
Okay. Afterlife was garbage.
Yeah.
Of course. But Retribution isn't horrible. Final chapter is actually really good. I was very surprised.
Isn't it like Underworld where she like gets like different powers or something in each movie?
No.
Like Kate Beckinsale, because she's like gets bitten by that old guy and she's like something different, and then another movie she had something different.
No. Yeah, my movie and TV show collection has grown. So, by the way, do you guys know anybody who wants some anime?
Like what?
Okay. I'm going to preface this, okay?
Oh, no.
Do you remember a guy that we used to go to school with named James?
Gotta be more specific.
Last name started with a P?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we know his mom.
Okay.
She lives like 2 blocks from us. And she gives us a lot of like anime. She's really big anime head. I'm talking huge. She loves anime, loves manga. But she actually orders the overseas copies that are like bootlegs before she gets the legit US copies. So now I have copies of Vampire Knight 1 and 2, something called Hakanoki 1 through 12, Hakanoki Kekisuroku, Hakuroki Hiketsu Roku, and also the first U.S. pressing of Hellsing in anime. And if you guys want some of this, it's been sitting here and I haven't even watched it. But apparently,
no, Frank he's into the soap opera anime.
Well, I have a wide variety. I got a subscription to Crunchyroll.
Dude, I will trade you. I'm laying this trade out right now. Me to you. All this anime, all of it. All of it. Like Hellsing, Hakuroki, Vampire Knight. Because like the Hakuroki is like 3 different style series, but supposed to be like the same thing almost or whatever. Like, okay. So you like soap opera anime, right? Wait till you see these covers.
Oh boy.
First off, we have Vampire Knight 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have shit. Okay, there's Hakuroki Season 2. Then Hakuroki Hekisoru 1 through 5.
Haka what?
Hakuroki.
Oh.
And then the original Hakuroki. And then the Genie on release of Hellsing.
Yeah.
I'll trade you all these for your iBook.
There he goes. What happened to your iBook? Didn't you buy one?
I did.
Yeah, you got something way better.
I have to replace the disk drive.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it looks like the screen is going to go at some point in the future. So I want to have like a backup. So this huge freaking stack of anime, my friend, all for one device you no longer use.
But what do I keep my dust collection on, Doug?
On top of the anime.
No.
You need to keep
I'd
it
have
on
to disrupt it.
some money.
I like money. I want your money.
Hey, Doug, I don't know if you heard. I was trying to ask Frank if he heard about it, but there's supposed to be some kind of new show that's based on an anime, but with live action that's coming out on Netflix about some high schoolers getting like superpowers or something.
I've seen that. That looks so insane.
Yeah, that's why I said it sound. You know what it sounds like? Play it, Ian.
Well, is that insane in a good way, or is this insane?
Well, I've seen the preview for it. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but it looks entertaining. It doesn't look, fantastically good or horribly bad. It just looks entertaining.
Oh, by the way, to correct that, I am not going to go to sleep because I'm very tired. I've stayed up since last afternoon. I was telling everybody. But I'm not going to bed after this. I was, but I just remembered, and I hope you guys are too after this, I'm going straight to the Punisher tonight.
Nah. That's a no for me, dog.
Yo, dog.
Yeah, that's
going to be a no.
Today is 17th.
Have you
Punisher
seen that Geico commercial where they have Randy Jackson had a dog show? He's judging. He's like, "Yo, dog, I don't know if I buy you as a dog, because you're so bad."
You got the strut dog, but I don't know dog.
Yeah,
I don't know dog.
So also,
that's one of the one things that you're watching on Netflix, though, Doug. You're looking forward to?
That's going to be on the list. It's already out, but.
All signs point to December vote to kill net neutrality rules, reports say.
Yeah, this was an important one that we had to put in there.
The one kid on the end's like, what the fuck does this banner say? They had to turn it into a Rickroll thing and make it kind of cute. FCC is expected to vote on whether to overturn its own net neutrality rules next month. They've asked the public what the fuck we want to do, and they go, yeah, that's cute. We're still not going to do that.
Yeah, they have like all these lawsuits and stuff now. People are trying to sue them because of all that shit. But the counts and stuff.
Yeah, the public comments were dominated by spam and form letters, but a study funded by ISPs found that 98.5% of unique comments were written by people who want the FCC to leave the rules in place.
The other 2% was by corporate shell accounts.
Right. Yes. FCC fan 8888112. Yes. That's what he said. Okay. So, yeah, it's sad we're going to lose our internet. It's going to be bullshit. But oh well. Is that your last story, sir?
Yeah, forgive us if the show ends up being choppy because we didn't pay our Hangouts bandwidth, I mean,
right. It's bad enough I can't get fiber in here. I want Fios or some shit. I want the internet to be so fast my router starts smoking. But no, we're gonna have
Again, like I say, you better get on that 120 before.
Yeah,
that shit goes.
Spectrum actually just upped ours from 60 to 100.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's 100, and when I actually tested the thing, it was a little bit faster. It was like 120.
Yeah, that's what we got too. We got about 120. I'm like, yes.
When did they start doing that?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Frank has the same thing, dude, and he's only getting 60.
Really?
He's supposed to have the 120 too. We should all be having the same fucking thing.
Huh.
I'm telling Frank to get on that shit, but
we got to call him anyway because we're thinking about getting their streaming package because it has local channels. We have Sling, but it currently doesn't have local channels. But
Okay, Frank. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, hold on. I'm typing this up. Let me.
Are you shuffling your papers? You got some virtual papers to shuffle?
No, I'm typing. Home row, dude. You got to use both hands. Silly. Steam's new currency support causes chaos for international PC gamers. Some prices are suddenly askew, and some games suddenly aren't available to buy at all. On Monday, Steam rolled out local currency support for customers in 11 new countries, including Argentina, Costa Rica, Israel, and Qatar.
Qatar.
Sure. Almost immediately, people started popping up with complaints about weird conversions, sudden price changes, and entire company catalogs becoming unavailable for some regions. Aiden Zierman, a PC gamer reader from Israel, says that that new support for the Israeli new shekel caused a lot of prices to move around. At least for Israel, new shekel support had good and bad effects. While the big publishers generally rounded the prices up, small publishers and indie developers and Paradox actually lowered the prices in Israel as a result of the conversion. Oh boy. That'll be interesting. I didn't see how long this was because I have several stories that I grouped together that are similar, and I couldn't remember which ones were which.
Sweet.
But yeah, I mean, it's good that they're expanding their market for other countries and everything. It's just there's always going to be hiccups.
Yeah, especially when you roll out new currency support. I mean, that's got to be insane to try to deal with.
Yeah, when you're doing the gaming, it is your iTunes. It is how you're going to get, even just games that are region locked is got to be a pain in the ass. So, I don't know. Ian?
I don't. I mean, I guess I'll just echo whatever you guys said. I mean, I'm not
what they said,
Steam guy. The only thing I know about that I heard could be a big thing is those loot boxes or the loot boxes as far as the EU wants to ban those or whatever because it's like gambling.
Yeah. Don't worry, Doug's not a PC Steam guy either, but he's aware of what they're doing. It's no small task. Also, Valve's new CSGO matchmaking system considers your overall behavior on Steam. Your trust factor will be determined by a wide range of variables, including some from outside the game itself.
Does that factor in your Uber rating too?
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Valve has rolled out a new Counter-Strike Global Offensive matchmaking system that expands on the Prime matchmaking system it launched last year. Called Trust, the new system takes a more holistic approach to connecting players than Prime by... Excuse me. Sound like fucking Rick from Rick and Morty here. By taking into account a much wider range of factors, including some drawn from outside of CSGO. Prime matchmaking requires the players link their accounts to their mobile devices and have a minimum CSGO rank of 21 to help ensure a reasonably consistent level of skill and commitment between connected players. But that created a hard boundary in the CSGO community, and players who might otherwise be perfectly happy playing together were separated. Valve said in a blog post, enter the optimistically called Trust system. What if the Prime system was reimagined using a wider range of factors? We started with the question and have been experimenting with matching players using observed behaviors and attributes of their Steam account, including the overall amount of time they had spent playing CSGO, how frequently they were reported for cheating, time spent playing other games on their Steam account, etc., Valve wrote. We call this system Trust, and these factors considered together form a player's trust factor. So, what do you guys think of that shit? Doesn't that blow your hair back?
That's a no CS:GO.
Oh boy. You thought Ben had bad puns, Doug?
You're the bad boy.
See, I have another story that's the same thing, but you know the website Kotaku?
Yeah.
They what you do on Steam can now influence who you play against in Counter-Strike. Have you ever been a jerk or cheated in Counter-Strike? No? What about in other Steam games? Now that might come back to bite you thanks to CSGO's trust factor. So their spin on it is, well, what if you're a badass?
What if you're a badass?
Or what if you're just bad?
Yeah, I'm bad-aced. Yay. Yeah.
Word to a motherfucker.
So here's one that only
badass hat.
Here's one that only Ian and I will give a shit about. The Power Color Radeon RX Vega 64 Red Devil.
Red Devil.
Huh?
What's it running? Come on, bro. What's it running, bro?
It's a RX Vega 64.
That's it.
And eventually RX Vega 56. Can get the Red Devil and possibly the Red Dragon version. It's going to have 3 BIOSes, apparently. We don't know why.
What's the RAM?
Very little has actually leaked out here. The clock speeds are apparent. It's going to be very similar to the Asus one that hasn't come out yet either, but has been reviewed. Gigabyte's supposed to be working on one, but there's no actual. I'm kind of actually looking at that XFX one that's been teased, but this one's actually like more pictures are coming out. So, because
are the BIOSes supposed to be like factory, medium, and then turbo or something?
We don't know. It's as soon as they said there's a dip switch with 3 settings, people were like, "Ooh, why?" So,
ooh, why?
Oh my! It has 2 display ports and 2 HDMI connections. Like I said, the 56 will be the more interesting one because it's already going to be the cheaper edition. And if people buy one that's not a reference model, so it has more than one fan, they can get it and they'll probably flash the BIOS to the 64 version, and they'll have a much, better performing card for a lot less cash. A lot less cash.
Oh yeah, but by the way, since we got Doug here, since he's been a proponent of the Team Blue, did you want to mention that AMD and
what about AMD? Oh, they're let me look. I got I think it was in last week's show.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down here. I got it in my net neutrality. Didn't. Huh. Doug, did you see that wallet hack for no, not that. While I'm looking for it, someone deleted some code in the cryptocurrency wallet, and 280 million in Ether is locked up. I figured you'd find that funny.
That's.
Oh, here we go. Copy. Paste and go, hero. Yeah, Intel squeezed AMD graphics chip and RAM and a CPU into one module.
Yeah, because the guy from AMD.
Yeah, so they're basically putting it in their laptops. So they're which chips are these? The 8th generation Core H series.
Yeah.
Comes with a discrete level graphics built in as well as its own RAM. So
see, I care about shit like that. Like, if I can get it to work like that and have it be, work fucking perfectly. that makes me very happy. So,
and what I was telling Frank earlier is I found interesting is that Intel tried to do this with NVIDIA before, and then NVIDIA told them to go fuck themselves pretty much. And so now Intel and AMD are joining forces, and pretty much they're probably going to totally give them a run for their money, I guess. You know?
Well, like, this is a story actually I had to, I'm going to throw it in here now. Firefox hardware survey puts AMD ahead of NVIDIA in terms of GPU market share. Now, here are the numbers. Firefox hardware reports AMD at 15%, NVIDIA at 14%, and Intel is at the lead at 65% because I told Ian this, because it's the shit that comes with your CPU. Gmail is not buying her a fucking 1080. She's just plugging in the monitor. She's having her grandson plug in the monitor and tell her to just click on here to read your email, Grandma. That's all she's doing.
Yeah, Grandma's not buying a processor like we were talking about before.
I need that 1080 Ti, son. I need the fucking blue flashy lights.
And I need that processor to be unlocked. I need that to be a K processor.
Oh, sorry, Grandma. This isn't a K, a bin K chip. Sorry. Oh, Nana hates it when you have to deal with the man.
Yeah.
No thoughts on this, Doug?
Yeah, that's because I remember we were sort of debating with Doug before about that whole thing with like they were trying to keep it out of the hands of like people messing it up like idiots and stuff. But if you're going to be buying an unlocked processor, you're not going to be grandma buying it. That's for sure.
Oh, and that's the thing too, is that when you're taking a look at how these are actually marketed, and like I think right now, and I've actually thought about this a little bit more as far as them locking down the overclock. Like, it's almost like they're trying to right now push people away from buying new graphics cards unless they're a gamer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they want them to buy the disposable systems, and disposable systems don't have a dedicated graphics card.
Right. Well, I think part of it too is the fucking miners. Miners fucked everything up for fucking everything right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have people that build systems right now just to fucking roll through and be like, oh, well, I have a $1,500 system or $2,000 system, and looky what I just got, and all I'm gonna fucking do with it is mine.
Yeah, and they only get like $40 or $50 maybe. They're really, really pushing hardware, like they're dimming lights and shit that you might be able to get $100 a week out of it. But I mean, that's people are doing that, and we're having to suffer because of that,
Yeah, like the entire fucking program right now is all fucked up. And they go with this fucking mining craze. It's turning your standard fucking your standard market into a shit show.
Well, dude, did you see Linus's, or no, not Linus, but Paul's Hardware's video about why it sucks to build a computer in 2017 because of the miners? RAM is ridiculously expensive. It costs like $500 just to get so many gigs of RAM.
Unless you're buying RAM secondhand, you're fucked. That's just the honest truth of it. Unless you're buying RAM secondhand or buying it in a system or something like that, or you're getting somebody on like Craigslist who just wants to offload something for quick money, you're fucked. You really are. And I think that's.
Now, do you think this is a lot of like price gouging and stuff going on? A lot of companies, wink, wink, nod, nod. We're just gonna help up the prices and shit.
Yep. Fucking insane.
Fucking insane.
Fucking extreme. Insane.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting if you want to see what people are actually running. Firefox, like I said, did a survey for people's hardware. And, the Steam hardware survey let you know if everyone's ready for VR or not.
Or not.
But
Do they have a survey about if anybody cares about VR?
No, because Doug talked about it for 3 days straight. So, but no, yeah, Firefox. Everyone is, most everybody's got Firefox on their computer, and this actually tells you what you can expect to find on most computers realistically.
Which, by the way, I have a side rant. Like, what the fuck is up with Firefox? All my like extensions are broken now with that new thing, and it's kind of uglier looking.
It's Firefox, and everybody hates you. That's all you need to know.
Well, it was working perfect. I had everything great the way I liked it, and then I start Firefox up. Oh wait, installing updates. Please wait, and then
it's Firefox, and no one fucking likes you.
By the way, we were talking about FCC. They votes to abandon rule on low-income Americans.
I heard about that. Yeah, sorry. The title on ARS Technica, I think, was like, "Sorry, poor people."
Yeah. On Thursday, the current FCC Commission continued its campaign to loosen protections for consumers while doing the bidding of major corporations. It's all bullshit. The guys who want the money, they put, they grease the palms of the legislatures and they write them the, whatever laws they want them to have. That's all it is.
Pretty much.
Just same with Big Pharma.
Yep.
So
why do you think we don't have legalized marijuana in all 50 states?
Oh, because it's bad, No, it's bullshit.
It's bad, okay. Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah. You don't know what's good for you. We'll tell you what's good. By the way,
fucking consumers. That's what it is.
FCC just repealed a 42-year-old rule blocking broadcast media mergers. So look at this dumb shit. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. No. They're removing restrictions. It was barely hard for a big company to buy. Now 2 or 3 companies are going to own every fucking radio station. There's not.
Yeah, but it's a good business model, Frank. It'll be good for them.
We can't break up monopolies. We make it easier to have monopoly. And you know what? It's going to be just like several years ago when they have the bubble and the market and the burst, and then nobody has anything anymore. Can't have nice shit because we gotta just make the rich people richer and then fuck everybody.
So let me get this straight again. Too expensive for video cards, too expensive for RAM, too expensive for internet. What else is we gonna get fucked over with our hardware, man?
They're gonna take away your imagination next because you're taking away your internet, so you can't have porn. And then they're like, well, he's still sitting at home thinking about porn, so we're gonna go in and take away his dreams and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Minority Report.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, sorry, I didn't pay for our Hangouts bandwidth. I had to choose the fast lane be Pornhub. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's number 1 priority.
Oh, by the way, guys, since we were talking about what we're limited to, this poor guy, he played Destiny 2 on his integrated Intel GPU. He's on Reddit. He clarified an email. He's currently unhappily running Destiny 2 on Intel Core i7 6700K overclocked to 4.8 gigahertz and using the integrated HD 530 graphics GPU. Once the card died because he had a GeForce 1080 Ti. Or no, wait. He had something else. That's the recommended is the Ti. Sorry. So once the card died, I was left with no display at all because my onboard does not have a DVI output. I had to go out to shop for an HDMI cable, he said. Then it was all about reducing the background programs and fine-tuning the in-game settings to run as smooth as possible without getting too pixelated, where I cannot tell what is what. Not an experience I'd wish on anyone. And lesson learned. Pick a company with a prompt RMA policy or have a backup card. NVIDIA's recommended GPU for Destiny 2 is GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. For those of us who want 4K resolution rocking away the highest detail level, or a GTX 1060 if your standards are low enough to sell for the mere 1080p. But what if all you have at your disposal is an onboard Intel graphics chipset? In that case, you can do what Redditor Ballista Shark did. You suck it up and make it work. On Destiny 2 launch day, my Asus GTX 1080 died about 4 hours into the game. So that's about the last time I experienced any pretty good-looking graphics in any game, really. Anyway, I soldier on because I don't want to lag behind on progress with my friends and everyone else in the game. I decided to play the game with onboard Intel graphic. I had to setting a lowest possible drop resolution to 720p and render scale at 45% to get it smoothly at 20 to 30-ish FPS. He's got video of it chugging along, looking like, but he's got a whole Reddit thread about it. So if you want a good laugh,
destined to crash.
Yeah, 4 hours in and it killed his 1080. Woof. So if you're,
dude, I would think you probably even for 4K, you probably need something better, like a couple of XPs or whatever, you know.
Well, you said the 1080 Ti is the Ti is what they recommend for 4K. If you want some hardware, Black Friday early deals now live at Micro Center.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, I don't think they had your monitor there at Micro Center.
Not my 34. No, I had to get that on the eBays.
Yeah, I know we already talked about it, but I sort of didn't ask you, like, do you think compared to the prices are now this, like, at the end of this week, do you think there's going to be anything lower for like Black Friday or Cyber Monday or whatever?
That's all an inflated bullshit made up. You jack it up to 200% and you take off 25% off of that 200%. You're overpaying by a shit ton. Just wait.
So Newegg's not going to have anything then.
Well, they're going to have. Okay. I actually heard really good advice from a YouTuber I follow. He says, he's like, either open a page and just keep a tab open on your browser, or put something in your cart and refresh it. And every time you look at it, if the price doesn't drop to where you feel comfortable buying it, fucking don't. A lot of shit. I had stuff in my cart for a week, and then one day it just ballooned up over $100 more, just cause. Because what are you gonna do if you want it? You're gonna have to fucking pay it.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So, in your opinion, in your professional buying opinion, because I consider you a pretty good shopper as far as finding deals and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You think it's not going to probably get any cheaper for the holiday?
No, the holiday is bullshit because they know, well, everyone's going to buy. They got to buy stuff.
Well, that can sometimes depend on where you shop too. If you're a big couponer and like things like that, you keep your fucking shit rolling as far as finding particular deals and other coupons and shit. The one thing I've always told people to do is if you're really if you're getting ready to build a PC or you're buying for someone who's building a PC or something along those lines, your best bet is to go with like a maker who's actually making something and it comes with extra games like I know iBuyPower and CyberPower and like a bunch of different online makers will do that. Like, oh, if you buy this today, we'll throw in 3 free games. Well, now those are 3 games you don't have to buy. So that takes that off of your shopping list. You know what I mean? Like, there are some places that do have good deals. Frank is right, though. 90% of most retailers will jack up the price right before they knock it down.
Yeah.
Well, what sucks about Walmart, though, is like their PC selection, they don't really have like many of the like higher end type stuff, at least in the store, because I went in there, I was shopping with my stepmom and I asked them, hey, do you guys have any ultra wides? And they're like, what's an ultra wide?
Yeah, because they'll just tell you a TV. They don't actually sell a monitor, and if they do, it's for Nana.
Being the person who used to work for the machine, here's how I will set it to you as far as Walmart goes, and this is 100% truth. Until I started introducing actual product knowledge into my store, there were some people who literally had maybe 10% knowledge of the actual product. Like I'm talking specs, ability to see specs. Because, like, you know how somebody will be like, well, this is a 600 hertz plasma TV. That's fantastic, isn't it? And I'm like, you wear glasses. You're not benefiting from that. You're not benefiting from 260 hertz. You're not benefiting from 120 hertz, barely. But until I started actually like teaching people, a lot of people are just like, I work in electronics. I mostly sell games. That said,
isn't that what they push you to? The main thing they push you to know the specs on is the TVs, and they push all those specs, like you're saying, right?
Well, a lot of times you're actually going to have the specs on the fat card that's on the TVs.
Right.
That's the main thing, because like a lot of people like to just spec check, and whichever hits the higher specs they'll buy. That happens a lot. One thing I would do a lot of times is like actually walk someone through what the spec is, what it really means, and how it works for the customer, because everyone's different. You know, I have basically 20/20 vision. Frank wears glasses. He's not going to see shit the same, and you are definitely not going to see shit the same as me. Because
I really don't I really can't benefit from 4K.
So like I know there are some people who can barely see, but they want a 4K TV because they want the best possible. That way, whatever they see, they can see at the best possible resolution. Right. However, you know, if someone happens to have blind in one eye, or you know what I mean. Like I actually somebody who was ill-informed, who came from another store, walked into my Walmart, was blind in one eye, and wanted to buy a 3D TV. And I'm like, you don't benefit from a 3D TV. You can't see it. You know what I mean? And it's not like making fun of them. It's just letting them know that,
right.
You won't see it. You're wasting your money. You know, and the person was very honest about it. He's like, okay, well, I understand. Thank you very much for not letting me waste my money. And then he ended up buying another TV. Actually, it was more expensive than the one he was looking at before, because I didn't just take his money and kick him out the door. You know?
And besides, even with 20/20 vision, frankly, what is technically Retina? Isn't it like 5K or something? Because even people with the best vision is like, you're not even going to can't even see the pixels after a certain point.
Exactly.
I'm gaming on 1080, so I don't fucking care.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. It's like everyone's like, well, this is 8K resolution, so that means dick. That right there is just specking to spec. That's all.
I got a buddy at work who talks about how he's getting 4K 60. I was like, with his Xbox One X.
Yeah, but the teraflops, Frank. Come on now.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, yeah, it's better than your computer. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, I got like 6 teraflops. I said, at best, you have an APU. It's not a dedicated graphics card. Yep. Eventually, that's it. I could take my card out and put it in a, whatever I want.
It's whatever I want.
That's
Not
right.
to mention the fucking fact that with the Xbox One X, you're maybe depending on the game, getting 900p. You're not even getting fucking 4K.
What did they say? Originally, the 360 was going to be called the 720, but then they realized they couldn't even get 720. By the way, I thought this was an interesting story. It's not. We were just talking about anime, right?
Yeah.
Well, you guys were talking about anime.
Yeah, who cares about you? No,
Ooh.
Hey, honestly, like, I don't even think you guys would consider me watching anime, because like I was into One Punch Man, and I like watching. I've been watching Dragon Ball Super, the latest episodes of that.
Oh, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Watch this neural network generate an infinite number of totally unique anime characters. Last month, NVIDIA revealed its work on using competing neural networks to generate random but convincing photos of non-existent celebrities. A website called Make Girls Moe does almost the same thing, but instead of celebs, it turns out never-ending headshots of anime characters. NVIDIA's photorealistic celebrities require a bit of graphical horsepower to generate, but if you head over to this other website, you can easily generate your own character tailored to your own preferences, including hair color and style, eye color, and other identifying features. If you lack any and all artistic talent, you're now one step closer to realizing your own anime comic. So, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, I bet you this would have been an article to get Ben's take on it. That would have been nice.
You know, as much as he likes art, I don't think he sees anime as like actual cartoons.
No, I don't think he was a fan of anime.
Even though, just because it's Asian and different. He's like,
now,
yeah, that's nice.
What's this called? I like the what?
Oh,
or Moe something?
Oh, the website?
Yeah, what was it called?
Make Girls Moe. It's spelled like Mo, like Larry Curly and Mo, but in Japanese, Moe refers to cute.
I was gonna say, I thought I watched a porno called that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
You.
But I got one more story, and then we can have a open discussion here. Remember we were talking about this? GameStop temporarily pauses its unlimited used games program.
Oh,
GameStop has suspended its Power Pass program, which offers customers 6 months of unlimited access to used games. The retail chain told employees yesterday to pull down all signage involving the program and store it in their back rooms, according to GameStop staff. It's not clear why GameStop is freezing the program. Oh, damn, thing scrolled on its own.
I know why. I know why.
Where the hell? Oh, it's not clear why they're... Oh, open discussions at the end here. Hold on. It's a real short article. It's not clear why GameStop is freezing the program, but employees have speculated to Kotaku that some of the company's antiquated computers aren't equipped to handle it. Power Pass, which soft launched this week, will give participants unlimited access to any used game in a given store for 6 months. For $60, you'd be able to treat GameStop as a library, taking out pre-owned games taking out one pre-owned game at a time, and after 6 months, you get to keep one. We have to temporarily pause the rollout of the new Power Pass subscription service based on a few program limitations that we have identified. We feel this is the right thing to do for now to ensure we are able to provide our guests an exceptional service, a GameStop spokesperson told Kotaku. GameStop also asked staff to discard the store's holiday guide and replace this week's weekly ad, according to a source. For those guests who have already purchased the service, we'll allow them to bring the pass and video game they have checked out back to receive a full refund, said the spokesperson. In addition, we will allow them to pick out any pre-owned game for free. GameStop has not said when the program will be reinstated. So why do you think they're stopping it, Doug?
Their computer system is not built for hold exchange. Basically, for the system that they have to work, they have to have at least a portion of the computer system set up like a rental service, like a Family Video or a Blockbuster or a Hollywood Video. Their computer systems are so old, they can't keep up with the hold exchange system that they need to have. So they're going to essentially have to roll out new software to all their stores, or actually have an individual register that runs one program and that program only. Which that's not hard to do, but
I mean, this could be, if they had actually had the infrastructure to handle it, this could be a money printing business for them right here, because they're not paying the overhead. You get to rent video games.
Yep.
Blockbuster had to pay a fee to the developers and everything to be able to rent their games. Whereas here, you take the used game home, you might buy one game in the 6 months and, whatever, but, what they normally get a couple bucks for that used game otherwise. So they're getting at least $60 out of you. And you got to come in there and get games to be able to, take advantage of it. So you're spending more time in the store anyway. You're more likely to go, well, shit, I want to get this too.
Pretty much.
I don't know. Were you, I don't know if Doug was with us for the times. Do you remember, Frank, a long while ago, we did like a couple articles about GameStop, I think, about how the employees are treated and stuff.
Shitty.
Do you remember?
Fucking shit. That's how they're treated.
Yeah.
They can treat you like shit.
Excuse me.
There's no excuse for you, Doug. None. Well, that's all. That's all I got.
Oh, really? I thought there was going to be more.
That was my last story.
Love my last story.
I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Sticking to it.
But yeah, so you're not going to be going out and getting anything either then, Doug, for after Thanksgiving, you're just going to sleep, right?
I got to work.
Well, you got to work Thursday and Friday?
Yep.
Dude, that sucks. That's worse than Frank. That's pretty bad.
I work retail, man. That's that's called now it's time to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? That's how it rolls.
So you gonna get some leftovers when you get home?
I'll be working from 3 to midnight on Thanksgiving and then 10 to 7 on Friday itself, which gives me just enough time to jet down to Walmart to see if I can snap up some cheap Blu-rays or video games if we have any money. So,
Well, what's your family gonna do?
Huh?
What's your family gonna do?
Well, I'll probably not get to see anybody on Thanksgiving. Maybe one side of the family.
What about your wife? Is she gonna visit them and stuff or whatever?
Oh, we're still gonna work it out. I don't know what we're gonna do specifically. She might have to work early Thanksgiving too, so it might be one of those breakneck type of deals. So,
okay. What about you, Frank? You said, what are you gonna do? You said you were going over there this weekend or whatever, right?
Yes.
That was at the beginning of the show, so I forget what you said.
Oh, we're going over there this weekend. That's it.
And that's going to be your Thanksgiving?
Well, and then we're going to go to my in-laws, I think, the day of, and then we're going to my wife's grandmother's get-together in December, I think. I think. I don't know. I just sit in the car and go, okay.
Right.
Good boy, Frankie.
Ooh. I get turkey.
Shit.
Be careful you don't fall over, because we will laugh.
Oh, we will. Yeah, I'm going over family on Thursday. Get to see them and those puppies that you saw when I was on the show over there. So that'll be nice. My parents were inviting Nate to come over, but I'm gonna try to invite him, but I think he's gonna be over with his family probably.
Speaking of Nate, you guys want to come like Monday or Tuesday to check out that product I was telling you about?
I'll ask him. I know. Yeah, I was gonna say I was starting to get back to you on that. I wasn't feeling good that week, and I think Nate was pretty busy because I haven't been able to hear anything back from him. He's kind of been like Ben is sometimes, where like you message him and then like you get like a 1-word response like days later or whatever, right, Frank?
Yeah. Huh?
Sorry, what? Huh?
What I wanted to know, Doug, is what's going on with the show, because I haven't gotten any links or anything or invites.
I had to take the past couple weeks off. I've had some weird scheduling stuff go, so I've been trying to pop up some content on the YouTube. I did cardio confessions this week, which is going to turn into a weekly thing. So the way it's going to end up being is probably just going to be back on a regular schedule this week. So starting Sunday night will be the podcast, 10-ish, of course. And then either Monday or Tuesday, I haven't decided which yet. Maybe Tuesday, I'll put up cardio confessions. So
now,
it might be Monday. I might do a Sunday Monday deal. So
either Sunday you're gonna do show or Monday.
Sunday definitely will be the podcast. Probably Monday I'll start on doing the cardio confessions. So
now, what's the cardio confessions? Is that pretty much saying, hey, you gotta get cardio?
Basically just talking while I'm doing cardio. That's it. Talking about what comes up as far as
understand you.
Working out goes, bodybuilding, general life lessons. So.
Yeah, but if you're doing cardio, is it like, I mean, no offense, but isn't that going to be kind of hard to understand you?
Well, like when I'm on the treadmill, I can't run. I'm not allowed to run on the treadmill. So like,
you're not doing it like hardware, like you're.
Yeah, it's just starting up the engine, so to speak.
All right. Yeah, for me, I've never been like a good jogger or something. Like either I'm walking or I'm running.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there. I mean, it's not. After I tore my hamstring a couple years back, it's been like just nuts trying to come up with a way to get in my cardio, but not tear my hamstring again. Because after I tore it, the doctor's like, "Well, you're officially not allowed to do treadmill anymore." And I'm like, "Man, fuck that." That's some fucking
what do you think
bullshit.
about? What do you think about going like up and down stairs with like weights? Because you get pretty sweaty doing that, man.
I don't have a lot of staircases to work with.
Yeah, I was just curious. I live in an apartment, so it'd be. I was thinking about doing that.
So, I used to live in an apartment building, and that helped, but I do not anymore, unfortunately.
Well, I would say fortunately, probably. For you, you got a nice place.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help the game, so to speak, if you smell what I'm cooking.
Well, yeah, you were saying on your show how it's good going to another place besides where you live to get motivated to, like exercise and stuff,
Yep. When it comes to, like, just general motivation, like, there is so much in my head that comes from just being able to focus by going to a gym instead of being surrounded by distractions at your own home.
Yep. So. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm doing there?
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. But I just don't care. Oh! So did you guys hear that next year is going to be the last Warped Tour?
Yeah.
I'm not
I did not hear about that.
Huh?
I did not hear about that. That's not good.
Yeah, apparently attendance was down this year, and like, did you know that Kevin Lyman has been doing this for 26 years overall? Because he used to work for not Coachella, Lollapalooza. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of years, man.
Yes, it is.
Oh, man. Well, did you have anything else to say, Doug? Like any updates or anything about your books or
well,
whatever?
Actually, come to think of it,
Frank's like, shit.
I actually do have a little bit of an update on that.
Okay.
I've kind of broken through a bit of a wall as it pertains to one of my stories. So I am kind of trying to work on fleshing that little bit of it out and kind of have, it's the best word to look for, to be able to write out that concept a little bit more, which is why I got the iBook, that way I could type it up, Frank.
Frank?
Yeah, no. Ship.
Oh, come on, Frank. If you're going to come up with a bodybuilder, you need to do better than that. What you need to do is look this guy up. Jay Cutler, Mr. Olympia.
That's what I found right there.
That's not what you found.
No? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Who is it?
Come on, man.
What was that, Ian?
Who was that guy? I remember I was seeing like this one crazy guy where he looked like a freak, where it's like all of his muscle groups are like, they looked like giant spheres coming out of his arms. Like he was.
That right there is so a guy online who's a fucking jackass who uses this thing called synthol. And it's essentially just alcohol that you inject into your muscle. And it's basically like you can't get rid of it in your body. It artificially expands a muscle, doesn't actually create new muscle fibers. But this motherfucker is all like, I'm still fucking hardcore. And I'm like, yeah, you're a bitch.
Yeah, because it was like there's like a sphere coming out of like for his bicep and then a sphere underneath it.
Yep.
Yeah, but then he fucked up and he had scarification. And he's like, I'm going to have surgery to fix that because I'm very self-conscious. Bro, potato chip.
Professor. Teddy Roosevelt.
Swole, adjective, the state of being huge. See also, jacked, ripped, shredded cheddar freak beast. The Swoley Bible by Don Mazzetti. Broscience.com. What up, Boosh? As it pertains right now, I am your professor. So your professor is telling you to get the Swoley Bible. Get cut, get butt. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Get in the butt.
Bro. What?
So I'm going to read you the back of this, and then you're going to experience exactly what it's like to be preached to. For years, bros, meatheads, and gym rats around the world have posed pressing questions. What can you bench? Can I skip leg day? What goes in this protein shake? And most important, do you even lift, bro? At long last, answers to these questions and more can be found in one handy volume, The Swoley Bible, written by the internet's favorite gym expert / literary genius, Don Mazzetti. In it, Professor Dom lays out the truth about how to make gains in the gym and in your life, giving his best advice on subjects such as how to get hyped for a lift, the true meaning of meal prep, how to evolve from an average gym bro to a freak beast, the best tips for taking a post-workout selfie, how to get your girlfriend to start lifting, why CrossFitters are the worst, and much more.
Don Mazzetti. Isn't that the name of a dish at Olive Garden?
Check it out. I might wear this one to the gym next time.
Nice.
Oh, come on. Don't even sit there in front. We know you don't even lift. You know what he does lift, ladies and gentlemen? That pen to go do something other than lift.
Hey, he lifts heavy boxes at his work. Don't even, Frank. This is starting to evolve. Anyways, thanks for coming on, guys.
Yo, hold on, bro.
Bro?
Hold on, bro.
What? You want to say something?
Hold on. Give me just a second.
Okay.
On some dead air. All right, Frank, go ahead and click this link. Click this link. There you go.
Yeah. Well,
hold on. I'll go ahead. I'll screen share this for you, gentlemen.
I could do it if you. Well, I don't know if you should be playing the audio. I thought it was a video.
No, it's not a video.
Oh boy,
that's a 48-year-old man that is in better shape than all of us.
Right?
Put together.
What's he on?
He actually he takes a lot of like mostly tap out stuff. I'm not sure what his actual supplement regimen is though, but now Jay Cutler, on the other hand, the guy I was actually telling you guys about. You want to talk about someone who's just a fucking destroyer? This guy is just insane.
Huh.
Yeah, no. He is.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, guys.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad to be here.
Oh, that's good that you're glad to be here. I'm glad that you're glad to be here.
It's been a couple
I'm glad.
No.
Yeah, it has. I'm glad that Frank's glad to be here right now.
Frank ain't glad to be here. Frank's like, I want to go home to my family.
Shut up and eat your sandwich, Dave.
Go home. I want to go home and see my family. That's the real deal Holyfield right there. You want to talk about someone who can outlift all of us? That dude's crazy.
Well, those people that can really lift are those ones that don't even look like they can. Those people that lift those giant boulders and stuff in those competitions that, you know, like a lot of times they look like overweight or something, but they're really muscular.
Right.
Really, Frank?
Right. What? You gotta call the plumber.
Right.
You spend way too much time on Reddit.
I love Reddit.
He does, man. That's like every article for the news he gets from Reddit, right, Frank?
Well, that and the news things on my phone.
Where does that come from?
What? The news? Wherever.
Yeah, on your phone.
Google.
He wants Google. He wants your Google.
Okay. Play us out, keyboard Ian.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Whoa, I didn't know Frank did a cooler remix of the song. We need an outro graphic for this too.
Boobs.
Bullet Club.
Shot of scissor up. Bull Club, yeah. Then get a shot of scissor up.
For